Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Star Wars DnD.
Woo!
We're still in a palace where we completely destroyed the entire Quarren race. That didn't happen, did it?
Yeah, I was gonna say. I
Peaceful,
think you're remembering it
peaceful
differently than
resolution. That's what it was. Yep. And as you can assume, Mr. Walker Wynn died.
Yep. That's what happened.
Or he just can't be here today. Why am I lying so much today?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe we should play Among Us instead of this.
We are Dark. Let's just say Dark's friends had some really good news and like some life-changing news, and he couldn't help but go celebrate with them. So
He ditched us.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Sorry, we didn't need him anyway.
How dare he ditch us for something arguably more important than a D&D game?
Right?
Thought he was our friend.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
We're all busy people, and we still made it.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna try to say something about not ditching your friends with the letter D&D, but I couldn't come up with anything.
Don't D&D ditch your friends.
Don't not ditch. Don't not ditch. Maybe he followed that rule. He got confused.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that's like a double negative, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, excited to get back into some D&D. It's a weird thing to say, but it's been a whole week since I've played any, tabletop gaming or role-playing game like this. Which is strange with Dice and Fire doing all the stuff it's doing lately. Because we didn't have Awakening. That'll be coming back this week, so expect that Tuesday, 10 p.m. And Star Wars here. Mario's hinting at some stuff that things might get switched up. We don't even know what's going to happen, but we'll let you guys know. This man's got plans.
Yeah, no, I've gotten the DM bug.
And if Mario has plans, we're in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what's the last time that I came up with plans? It's not like any of you died, right? To be fair, I haven't killed any of you.
Nah.
A DM with plans. I'm jealous. We have some plans for Tuesday's Awakening episode, but we'll figure it out by then. I usually do, or I don't, and it winds up apparently being a better episode.
The curse of a GM: make the plans and then watch as the players avoid them at all costs.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes it's better to just make little plans. But
yeah,
either way, good stuff. Anyone do anything fun this week?
Work.
Yeah. We realize we work a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, trying to work busy with some real life stuff, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. I kind of took a day off to wash my car and clean it out. That's a day off, right? And by a day I mean a couple hours.
Yeah.
Still counts. But
yeah.
Mev mentioned we got to do a little Among Us recently. We excited to do it again sometime.
Yeah, that game can be really, really, really fun. And I've watched that game more than I've played it because just as a viewer of Twitch streams, I find that game really fun to watch. So I think from like a viewer's perspective, it's actually a really entertaining game to watch people play.
Yeah. So expect some stuff like that to come soon. All the good Dice and Fire stuff. All of us are uploading crazy videos, and all of us are ready to play right now. So, shall we get into it?
Yes, we shall. So, as we last left off, our intrepid group of adventurers had rescued We're intrepid? Traveled. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway,
if I get distracted, also, by the way, I'm just gonna be lost in my delicious iced latte. That is delicious.
I ordered some iced coffee recently too.
I got black coffee.
I have pumpkin spice coffee.
Nerd.
Anyway,
Fancy.
had traveled.
Fancy nerd. Sorry, I'm done. Continue.
Our group of intrepid adventurers traveled into the ancient battlegrounds to try to get into an ancient entrance to the palace that had not been entered in over a century. But as they had entered, they somehow convinced the guard that they were there as ambassadors to speak to the queen.
Kind of were.
Hey, you didn't kill anyone, so that was an accomplishment in itself.
I think
One
so.
might argue we saved lives.
To be
Yeah,
fair,
a lot
I don't
of
think you killed anything in that cave, actually, did you?
Nope.
Almost themselves, but
True, they did go down a water tunnel.
Water slide.
Yeah.
It's fun.
I don't know about that.
But as you guys make your way through but as they did, they eventually reached the queen and revealed the truth to her. And it was soon revealed that it was the prince, Callie Mary's ex-fiance, I should say, that had lied about the whole thing to start a war just in his innate logic that if he wipes out the Mon Cala people, the endless wars between their races will end. With the truth revealed, he was thrown into the dungeons.
Take that.
And the royalty have promised to attempt peace talks with your father.
Very nice.
Nice
And-
indeed.
It has been about 2 days since this, and you guys have been resting up in the palace, waiting for any news. While you have been hearing that the battles have ceased, only a few skirmishes from groups that not knowing that the war is on hold. You guys have not heard anything substantial. There have been a few outliers, such as the generals who say, we should wipe them out. We should wipe them out. Wipe them all out like the animals they are, kind of deal.
And anytime someone says something like that, Ceph just eyeballs them.
One of them have eyeballed you back.
Is there any role, like, as this is all going on, like, in the kind of flash forward to just, like, eyeball someone into submission?
You want to be eyeballing someone right now?
Mhm. Would that just be intimidation?
Sure.
I don't think
You don't look that intimidating, no.
No, so I'm just
You
staring
see,
at him awkwardly.
You just had some good food and you have it all over your face, so.
Bro.
All caught in your tentacles.
But as you do, Dark has been recalled back to that base earlier because the droid army that he had assembled
Who?
had Walker has been called back.
Thank you.
Sure.
Walker had been called back to that other base because that droid army he had left behind had been going a little stir crazy. Because mainly the droids have been trying to pull out of the planet and they've been having some conflicting orders from that signal and the signal Dark had done to defend the base. What you guys do with that army after this is up to you guys. But as you guys do, you guys are just hanging around the palace waiting for any word from the king or queen. You guys are told to wait in the near the central area where you've always been meeting up with them. So, while you guys are waiting, the four of you are in the room. Yes, Cornelius is still with you. He's Ceph, you've been keeping him on a tight leash around him.
Yeah.
But hey, you didn't kill anyone while you guys were gone.
Yep. I think I'm warming up to him.
I mean, I hope he's your old friend.
Who tried to... became a little evil. But you know.
Abandonment issues. But, you guys are just hanging out in the room. What are you guys talking about?
I miss Walker.
He said he'd be back as soon as he could. I mean, we all miss him, so sort of.
And
Right,
Lacey-
Callie? Don't you also miss him?
Sure.
Supposed to lecture him on Force ethics. Needs to learn.
I
I
mean-
suppose I can just
Thank
keep teaching
goodness we
Callie
don't-
instead.
No. We should really wait until Walker's back. Don't
No,
you think?
I-
That way you You don't have to repeat yourself that way.
The best way to learn is from repetition.
Yes, that you don't need.
Reparation.
You don't. That's repetition.
Yes.
Yes, and you.
His
don't
8
need to
intelligence,
learn.
everyone.
So, which is better?
It's 6, Mario. Yep. So I would like to attempt to
Oh no.
teach Callie all about the Force. Only in her own head with telepathy.
All right.
7.
Forced. What's with your 5 today? Callie, you want to try to roll a force defense, see if you can block him out?
You gotta beat.
Yeah.
You gotta beat the 7.
Please.
Roll your force defense. You got to beat a 7.
Is it called force defense or what is it?
I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Down in the Force section.
Oh, okay, I see it.
Please fail. Oh.
Not getting in this head.
Perfect.
just
This is
find that
part
her-
of the training.
Well, keep trying.
You know what I imagine Cornelius is just doing? He's trying to, he's just bored, so he's just trying to balance his lightsaber on his nose.
And Sylvn, because he's like, he kind of questioned his conviction that the Force isn't real and all that stuff already. So he's trying to just sort of observe.
Yeah. Every time.
Ceph watching Callie, but he's confused because Ceph like forgot about that fact and is just trying to teach Callie like telepathically. So he's just sort of confused as to what's going on. He can like sense like a tension between them, but doesn't quite fully understand why.
Yeah, I think throughout this period, Ceph's also been like regularly trying to spout Force teachings and stuff that you've probably picked up on and overheard.
Okay.
Stuff that as a player I don't know all the details of, but
A bunch of Jedi like platitudes and stuff, just like
all the good stuff. But Ceph's probably saying them half wrong.
Of course.
Hold on.
Ceph's interpretations of.
It's like they're supposed to be metaphoric. He's taking them literally.
Here it is. Is he keeping it on? Okay, he's keeping it perfectly balanced on his nose.
Nice. Ceph wants to try.
You don't. Is that a nose?
Never mind. I don't have a nose.
Balance it on your forehead or something.
I have a lot of forehead.
You just see Cornelius achieving this, and you just want to try it too.
Yes. If I only had a nose.
So Sylvn would probably try to be balancing this wreck. Like, is this part of the training?
I'm just looking at them all like they're idiots.
Do you attempt it too?
Me?
Yes.
She's
Callie
too cool,
is a princess.
It's also you.
I mean, yes, but I gotta play the character.
Yeah, she needs to appropriately roleplay her character. I feel like Callie would never do that. She's way too cool for school.
No one told me I didn't have my duck on my mic.
Oh yeah, I forgot this time.
Oh yeah,
Dang
where's
it.
my duck actually?
We went back to Canada.
Oh no, he's over there by my Switch. Anyway, so as you guys are doing all this,
Yep.
while the three of you are trying to balance something on your head,
Mm-hmm.
the king and queen walk in.
I like to picture, like, as they walk in, all of our items fall on the ground as we get distracted and notice them.
Cornelius doesn't read the room. He doesn't read the room.
Still going.
He's still going. He not only goes, he goes like, okay, I'm going to try to carefully grab it. And he's going to roll a gamble real quick.
Oh
Don't hit the button. Nice.
Okay. You know, I got it. I got it.
Probably just at that moment, as I notice he's still going, I'd be like, Cornelius. And, like, gesture over towards the king.
He's like, this is what it looks like. And he puts it away.
Hi, Dad.
Hello. I see you two, all four of you have been resting up properly.
Indeed, we
Oh,
have.
good. Yes, indeed. The accommodations have been wonderful. We thank you very much.
Yes, as I recall, you had ordered some weird things to order to your room.
Me?
What kind of weird things did you order to your room?
Are we talking about me? I didn't know if you were talking about it.
Yeah, I was putting you on the spot to see if you had ordered anything weird.
Yeah, I don't remember ordering it. Well, there's I did order some blue milk, which may seem strange, but
I thought you didn't like blue milk.
Yes, but Garbanzo loves it. I've been sneaking it out to him.
Not okay. Kind of far from Garbanzo.
So that's why
but-
you're going at night.
Yes, it's nice, to swim back to the ship. It gives me some time to think, a little alone, me time. Yes, I've been sneaking Garbanzo blue milk back at the ship. Are you gonna sue me?
I'm sorry, I just thought you were meeting with a nice fish lady somewhere, but that is quite noble.
Oh,
Right.
thank you. Yeah. I do apologize, Your Highness. I hope it isn't a problem.
It is not an issue. We were just weirded out by the 20 gallons that you ordered the other night.
Oh, Garbanzo isn't the how should I put it, smallest creature in the world. He's
I would like to imagine Gary's also chugging it.
Garbanzo sharing it with him, like right after I leave the ship.
Mhm. Probably.
He's like, yo, psst, Callie, got you, dude.
Check out my stash!
You come back, Gary's no longer green, it's blue from the blue milk.
Is Garbanzo a boy?
That's up to Mev.
I think I've always thought of him as a boy, but...
Same, yeah.
I'm just gonna
Even though
say, I guess it doesn't
Garban-
matter. I'm gonna ship Garbanzo and Gary now.
Okay.
I'm gonna friendship them.
Yeah, that's still shit.
No, they're in love.
They're best buds.
They're in love.
Yes,
Gonna
they're
get
in
married.
deep platonic love.
Garari.
Oh gosh.
Well done, Sam. Okay. Anyway, so, did you want to speak to us about something?
Simply-
Yes. I am sure you would want an update on the whole peace talks.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Well, you may have expected it's not the simplest topic to talk about, even if both sides want peace. There's still many within both our ranks that wish to pursue the war, even if one side knows that one will cannot succeed in it.
People get
There have been many. Yes, well, the atrocities committed on both sides are, as you would probably guess, unforgivable.
Yes, true. But I mean, I don't exactly know how your government structure works, but these, dissenters or people who don't agree with peace, do they have any say in the matter?
Some are threatening rebellion within their own ranks, so we have to find a way to appease both sides before we have a four-way war.
Are you saying that they're so stubborn that they would just rather have way more death than any sort of peace?
Unfortunately, some do not see the benefits of having peace.
There's a lot
I mean,
of
we're
stubborn
talking
people
about
on this
years.
planet.
We're talking about years of just hatred between us anyway, so it's not something that can be resolved in just a matter of a conversation. It's gonna take time, but we knew this before going into it.
Yes, exactly. It'll take time, but I feel as though we can make peace. But that is another reason I came over to you for.
Who should we
Well,
make peace with
wait.
first?
He lights his lightsaber.
Though you four weren't the ones I was expecting. Where's your other buddy?
Oh, he's off partying with some friends that he met the other day.
Do you actually tell him that?
Sure.
Alright. He said, a party in the middle of a war.
I don't know, it's just... You Mon Cals really know how to throw a party.
And you must admit, morale is important.
I suppose so. Bit early if you ask me, but
It's always been this way with Walker. We don't question his process.
Very well. Anyway, as we are making peace, we are actually planning to meet with the royalty in person for some signings. I would like the four of you to come with me as not only ambassadors as the middle ground between us, but also as protection in case something were to go awry.
Okay.
Certainly something we could do.
Very good.
Plus, they seem to like us quite a bit. At least 2/3 of them.
I will not question which side you're talking about, as I've learned from talking with you many times, Ceph, since you've been here.
Of course.
You don't make sense half the time. And from the stories my daughter has told me, this isn't the first time.
What?
What?
Is that I'm sorry, is that fact pertinent to the situation?
No, just that it's futile to talk to him sometimes.
Oh yes, I mean that goes without saying. I'm sure we can pretty much all agree on that front.
I love how he's looking up, and I'm looking at the Discord call right now. It looks like you're looking straight at me. Anyway, so the queen also walks in and saying, we would also like for your goodwill that you've garnered towards the royalty to help us make sure that things go smoothly.
Oh yes, well I did give them that sword that we found when we got lost in the
Indeed.
tunnels, and they did seem grateful. Hopefully,
Tell us about how you found that again, because I have to be right back. My food is at the door. I need to go grab it.
Well, you see, we're going through a dangerous cave under the battlegrounds. There was, a lot of potential threats, but we saw this great expanding chasm that we needed to get past, but a swirling vortex of, intrepid water is just pouring down. We tried to jump across. I managed to make it to the edge, but not quite enough, and then we all slip down and fall. Well, not Callie.
Hey.
Callie decided
Not
to
all
wait.
of us.
Yes, Callie waited for us to return, just, dawdling
No,
about.
I made
Anyway.
the jump after you guys.
So
told
Callie
me
did not
that
decide
it
to
was-
take the shortcut with us. So then we eventually got down there, and there was a bunch of spooky spirit things, as if the war was still going on, but like the war of years past. And in one of the boxes there was a sword, probably owned by one of the great warriors of the past. And apparently the other people of the Quarren group did not go down there too much. So, probably because of all the screaming war spirits. So eventually we got the sword, and there was piles of other stuff there, but we did not want to go robbing them. That was not be good. So we take the shortcut and we pop out, then Callie catches up, and we eventually get to this
I got there at
big
the
bridge.
same time.
And thankfully someone in this group could speak Quarren, so we could get past them.
What do you mean you spoke core and then they weren't gonna let us through? They started throwing rocks at us. And then I
was
told
trying
them
to
I
give
was
you
there
a
to make
compliment.
peace.
I was telling them that Callie, fortunately because she spoke fluent Quarren, was able to help us get past. Don't assume
okay.
the
I thought you were
worst of
talking-
me.
Did you listen to the first part of your explanation?
Anyway, so then we go by and Sylvn uses that silver tongue of his to convince a guard to let us through. And we eventually get through. The son is being, so, we tell him he's stupid. Then he tries to pull out a gun on Callie. I slap it out of his hand. Then he tries to, get all kinds of other trouble, and we just pretty much put an end to that. He's not going to do anything.
Don't forget that he convinced his parents that I was dead
Yeah,
and lied to them.
He's kind of integral to the lies of the whole war, so... I mean, if you were going to blame Callie before, I would more so blame this little jerk. So, it's probably a great call that she did not marry him.
But don't worry, because he is now locked away per his parents' request, so...
Now, I can tell by the look on your face, Your Highness, that you feel like he, maybe Ceph just made all that up on the spot, but I can actually assure you that's exactly what happened, everything he said.
Some of it might be exaggerated, but yes, that is what happened.
I'm gonna have to watch back that clip to see what was exaggerated. I see. I guess we'll go into detail about that later then.
But yes, when I was down there, I did find a sword, and I grabbed it because I did think it could perhaps be a good negotiating chip, when we were going to speak with them. And, seems we didn't need it, but I decided to give it to them anyway as a sign of good faith, hopefully to help smooth further negotiation.
I see. Now, I found that you told me there was another piece in that chest.
Yes.
I don't remember telling anybody that.
This is exactly what we told you about.
Mm-hmm.
You said ancient lightsaber part?
That is what we said, yes.
Yep, totally did say that to you. I would tell you that, Your Highness.
Nice work, Mev.
Got this.
Now, tell me, is that actually made out of Mon Cala gold?
I don't know. I'm not in possession of it
made
anymore.
of the same thing as a sword was made of, yes.
May I see it?
Sure. I hand it to him.
Ah, I thought it might have been familiar. Handing it back to you, he tells you, there was once a Quarren Jedi who broke his ancient oath and fought for his people during one of our ancient civil wars. He traveled to the planet, and with the blessing of the Mon Cala royalty, constructed an ancient lightsaber with it using the Mon Cala's gold reserves. It said he felled over 10,000 warriors in a single battle before eventually falling himself.
That's a lot of warriors.
Yes, it is said that his lightsaber was broken up among various spots on Mon Cala, actually.
Oh?
In fact, as a sign of good faith and for what you have done, he opens up a chest that he has near the throne room and hands you a blade emitter that is of the same material that goes with that blade.
Cool. And this is a gift.
Yes, as a sign of good faith and for protecting my daughter throughout all this.
Hey,
Well,
I
to
didn't
be fair-
need protecting.
She has done quite well for herself.
Oh, so you don't need that part then?
I need a part, of course, to protect her further. I'm just saying, up to this point, she has been quite talented on her own.
Yes, we're just trying to give credit where credit is due.
I'm
Callie
surprised.
certainly.
I mean, sure, she just helped fight one
care
of the
of her.
little guys after I took out one of the little guys and the big boss of the, the
There
main
it
fight
is.
here. But, she did great in that fight.
Does she want to tame
Thanks to my
literally
training.
everything in existence that we've come across? Of
Oh,
course.
trust me.
Mhm.
But
We had to stop taking her to a petting zoo.
Oh, thank goodness we did not accidentally make that mistake.
I can imagine Callie in a freaking petting zoo.
I want that one, and that one, and that one, and that one. Animal handling. 86.
She rolls a nat 20 on everything.
Low roll for her, 22.
Still 22.
Did you put
Yeah,
more
well,
into it after
Nah,
the...
she's had
after the
20
one?
for a while.
Okay.
I think since the dragon.
Yeah, it was. I mainly put a bunch in, for the dragon, but I didn't have a show.
by the way, you know how I had to add points to my character? Literally did it in the first 5 minutes of the stream tonight as we were beginning.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well done.
it worked.
Anyway, so but yes, she does, obviously try to tame everything, but when it comes down to it and we're in a tough situation, she most certainly can handle her own.
Thank you guys. I appreciate the kind words.
Not only has she tamed every creature we've come across, but she has tamed our hearts and minds.
That.
That better not be a hint at you hitting on my daughter.
No, of course
Oh,
not.
us? No.
No.
As
you
Ceph
seen
says that, even Sylvan's just like, oh god.
Not my type.
She said it herself. Plus, I've sworn to Jedi oaths, so.
All right.
What is this hunt about?
I've just never seen a Jedi keep their oaths for that long after leaving the Order.
Still part of the Order. Have a responsibility.
But, as we were saying before, we're going to be meeting up with them, and we would like for you to attend with us. We will not be bringing any of our forces as a means of keeping the peace.
Let's be honest, you're bringing us, so you'll probably be fine.
I hope so.
Unless it's an extensive trap meant to kill us all.
Well, that is why you will be attending with us.
Very well.
More than happy to attend.
If I may ask, where is this meeting taking place? A neutral location, I hope.
Yes, in the battlegrounds you snuck past originally to get here. There's going to be an ancient plateau where ancient peace markers used to be made.
Oh, sounds ancient.
Sounds kind of sad. The very same peace grounds ended up becoming one of the greatest battlegrounds. Yikes.
Unfortunately.
Alright. Well, I suppose we'll have to leave without Walker.
Yes.
Suppose
Will
so.
your friend be coming with us?
Cornelius, would you like to come along?
Hold on. I almost got it. I almost got it again.
Friend is a strong word, Your Highness, but
I used the force to knock the saber off of his face.
Alright, it's knocked off. It's like, huh? Oh, what happened?
You coming with us, Cornelius?
Sure. As long
Great.
as it's not to another buffet.
No.
I don't want to see you eat too many oysters again.
Look, the shell is just extra texture.
You eat the shell?
Only on the thin-shelled ones.
And to be fair, nobody's forcing you to watch him.
You're saying you waste the shell?
We use it for other things. The people
Okay.
make it into jewelry, into tools. We don't eat it.
Not even the crispy edges?
Does it taste better with the shell?
No.
Then why does it always be served on the shell? Wouldn't you just separate them if not?
Why do you eat food on a plate?
You put the shell on the plate though. What, you need 2 plates?
I mean,
I guess
it's
he
like
has a good
why?
point.
Okay, but it's like a spoon or something.
So
like, it's just
when you eat
another
the sandwich,
utensil.
do you save the bread and just keep it to the side to make pillows out of?
No, because bread is food. Plus, we are sea creatures. We don't have bread.
Well, true.
Do you properly digest the shells?
I think it helps with digestion, to be honest.
I like to think they come out whole.
Ow.
Oh dear.
I don't think so.
Anyway, Cornelius, you said you're coming with us, right?
Yes, I'll come as long as this conversation ends.
You started it.
Look,
Don't forget that.
I was just talking about the time he ate so many clams that he got sick.
Oh, right. I suppose the rest of the conversation we sort of guided in that direction. Anyway, okay. Your Highness, when is this meeting supposed to be taking place? Is it today? Now?
It's going to be taking place today. Now, no. It will be taking place in about 2 hours from now.
Sounds good.
We'll be making our way in about 30 minutes, so get ready.
All right.
Right, is there any special preparations you would like us to take or anything like that?
I suppose if you want to look fancy, you could wear some fancy robes.
Ooh.
Of course, that's what the
Callie wants to dress up.
only
Would
be
they
polite.
fit over my armor?
Yes, we can outfit you with some.
Very
Wonderful. Which way to the tailor?
On the hall to the left, you take a right, then you go up the stairs, then you go down the stairs at the left corridor, and then you take a left from there.
Got it. And you see Sylvn start heading off in that direction.
good. We get kitted out. I like to think
I would like to-
Ceph's going over the top.
Sylvan's
would
gonna
like-
probably look pretty fancy too. Does this kingdom, like, do these guys have like a color theme or anything like that?
Purple and blue.
Okay. So also, yeah, I guess because he doesn't really care that much anyway, I imagine they make something for him that's like in their colors too, since since we're sort of representing them and their side at this meeting.
I just want a big fancy hat for Ceph.
That's all you want?
Maybe, I guess
He
you can
just
have
goes
feathers
in
in
the
it.
tail.
As a
Big
jellyfish
fancy
coming
hat.
off the back of it instead of a feather, and the tentacles just kind of wave.
Okay. And for Callie, I guess a dress or something.
I just picture her normal outfit with like the blue dress and then her kind of like hooded cape thing.
All right.
Still royal looking, I guess.
Also, before we end up leaving, I would want to send a message to Mr. Walker.
Okay. What do you send him?
I send him pictures of the other lightsaber piece, and I'm just like essentially saying, find more. Use your computer, Juju. Find more.
All right. Roll me a gamble.
Oh boy. Can I roll his gamble? It's probably better. Alright, let's go for it.
I mean, I can go to his sheet and have him
I mean, if we
gamble
both
it.
do it, that could be fantastic too, but
All right.
I guess if it's
Let me
for me, it's also fair that I roll, and I just know mine's bad, so.
What's up with you in the fives today?
I have rolled a lot of fives,
Yeah.
and they all turn into sevens. You know,
Well, let's see if Walker does any better.
yeah.
Yes, actually 10 in gambling.
Yeah.
Oh.
Exactly, that's what I was saying. I know he has some points in it.
All
I
right.
just refuse to put points in it. Because awkward
So-
Seth moments.
You open one book hoping to find any information on the last two pieces.
He goes into hacker mode.
He goes into hacker mode. You look through one book, get bored, and walk away.
Yep.
And he goes searching through the books, and he tells you, because you actually because the 28 actually is way over the initial number I was putting over that thing. Forgot he actually put some into that. Not gonna lie. You actually find out that at that ancient grounds you're heading to, there might be a piece hidden there, because from his readings there was a battle that was held there and an execution. There was no telling what the execution was, but a great warrior was executed for there during the war. So you
Let's
never
hope
know.
history does not repeat itself. Thank you, Walker. Love you. Bye. Beep.
Just tell him that you love him.
Yep.
Isn't that against the Jedi code?
They didn't have to mean it.
Fine, he said toodles.
Yes, I said doodles.
All right. So as you guys head out, as you guys get ready and you're all fancied up, you guys head out towards the grounds. Some guards attempt to follow, but the king waves them away, saying that he does not want to show a thing of force, just peace. Some guards look skeptical, but allow the king to do what he wishes.
Saying about not showing a thing of force, Ceph like tries to hide his lightsaber and look a little less scary. Just calms himself. Ceph will be
I just
big
have
teddy
an
bear
unassuming rake on my back.
All right. As we head over towards this grounds, as you guys may recognize where the turrets once were.
Mm-hmm.
This structure is here. By the way, the two on the top between you are supposed to be the king and queen.
Nice, nice.
And as you would recognize below you, you would see the Quarren king and queen.
Very good.
Why do my parents look like that?
Yeah, they're ugly.
Because I couldn't find any good.
Really ugly.
Because I couldn't find any good pictures.
They're twinsies too.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, they're twins and king and queen.
Well, I
Explains
don't
a
take
lot
after
about-
them, I hope.
Explains a lot about Callie. Anyway.
Excuse me?
Onwards!
She's gonna murder you one day.
I didn't say it in character.
He didn't say it in character, so technically you didn't hear that, Kayla. Don't worry.
I know. Well,
Although-
I heard it out of character.
No, it
Callie
doesn't work
didn't
that way.
hear Yes, it
Oh my-
does.
Oh my god. I would love that. I would love if it was true that the reason she wants to meet up with Xylo so much is just to get him back for everything he says.
Mm-hmm. Bang.
No, because he's nice to me in person. Believe
the only
it or
time.
not.
I'm gonna go with not. I don't believe it. Anyway, so
It
we
was kinda
kind
half
of.
and half when we were all hanging out.
So
But
is
you would
this sort of like a tense standoff right now, where it's like our group is on one side, their group's on another. We slowly start walking towards the center, kind of thing.
Yeah, potentially. Yep. Everyone just stares at each other. The guards that the Quarren people have brought do not only have their spears ready, the gunners have their guns pocketed at the moment, but you can tell from their looks that they're ready to pull them out at a moment's notice.
But they're holding their spears out.
Yes.
I like look over to the king
Sylvn
and
would
queen.
probably yell across the room like, I must say, for a meeting about peace, your soldiers don't exactly look ready for such a discussion.
We cannot leave without them because they are fearful that you will betray us and we will end up dead.
Well, we'll prove them wrong.
Do you see any of us with our weapons drawn?
Well, one of you do.
Darn it, Cornelius! Why did we bring you?
Just kidding. Just kidding.
Yeah, turn
No,
over to the king and queen like, would you like me to let them know we're ready to begin?
Please do.
If I walk up, then maybe they'll be a little more calm. Maybe if it is a trap, they will not spring it on you.
If you so wish, do so.
Yep.
So I guess, do they not answer when I ask that?
Yeah, I start
Oh,
walking forward.
They tell you that. Oh wait, no, I thought he did answer you. That they that they only came because they were fearful of the betrayal.
I said, do you see any of us with our weapons drawn?
No, but we are
As I look
aware.
at their guards.
But we are aware of what Jedi can do.
I start walking forward. I'm assuming no one stops me.
Well, some of the guards do lower their pikes a little bit when they see you approaching.
I'm just calmly walking right towards the queen.
I'd probably go with him because Callie would not trust Ceph by himself.
Especially at peace talks.
Yes, precisely at peace talks.
And I hold my hand out to the queen. It would seem we are ready to begin.
The king looks over you and goes, well, at least he's more cordial than my own son.
I will be their new son and take control of the planet.
As long as I don't have to marry you.
It is a perfect plan. This is how we make
Sylvn-
peace,
This was the
Callie.
plan
This is
all
how we
along.
make peace.
And Sylvn didn't walk all the way up, but he did like follow them as they approached and probably stood back. Steps.
Did you just leave Cornelius alone to guard the king and
Sim
queen?
Cornelius. I guess so.
Well, when we came in here, are there any troops off to the sides of us, or are they all in front of us?
You don't know.
Alright. Well, that's what happens.
All right. So the queen takes your hand and just says, "Lead the way, then."
So I romantically walk the queen towards the... No, no yeah,
Oh, geez, Silo, this is an ooh.
True.
So Sylvn would probably place himself on this platform, but not like directly in the circle.
Yeah, Ceph would probably be like on the edge of it, not taking any super important position. Maybe like somewhere between both.
So, as you guys are there, just to keep that in
Yeah.
symmetry.
Did their guards walk
We
up
should
at all,
move.
or are they still back there?
Circle.
Sorry.
They do circle a little bit, but they are instructed to hold down here. If they are to make peace, there needs to be a level of trust.
So we kill them now.
So, Mev, did you move your token up a little bit? That messes with me.
No,
Circle.
Kayla moved hers.
That's where I've been, but I'll go here.
Yeah, it looks nice.
All right. So, as you guys are, Silo.
Alexander, did you move your token? Alexander, put it back.
It is.
I move to the center of the circle and start dancing.
It's one of those
Roll me.
parties.
Roll me an entertainment.
Jeez.
Anyway, so as you guys approach, the Mon Cala king and queen cordially, do these respectful bow to them, and in turn, the Corns do the same. And the king and queen talk and say, "It is good to see you again." Even if it was the last time we saw each other, it was against a table yelling at each other. Well, yes, because the last time we spoke, you had attempted to kill our son with a knife. Well, you know that what he proclaimed what he had done. Yes, at that time, we did not know that he was lying to us for the sake of causing a war.
I get bored, then start looking around.
We know what you're looking for. We know what you're looking for.
Yep, what should I roll? Little 4 cents?
Either
C4.
4 cents or an investigation.
15.
Not the greatest roast to you for you today, is it?
Well, we haven't been in combat, Mario. This is how Ceph works.
True. You're out of practice. You haven't been in combat since even last session. You didn't go.
My
into
rolls are
combat.
good in combat, bad out of combat.
You do sense some face traces of the Force around this area, especially since there was a lot of dark Jedi that walked around here.
Mhm.
But you do sense you do sense the force pulling you in a certain direction.
Alright, I let it pull me.
And while he's doing that, we go back to the peace talks. The king states, yes, and I do believe, no offense to you or your son, I worried that if Callie would have listened for once and actually went through with the wedding, her life may have been in immediate danger. Yes, I do not doubt that with how he has been responding to interrogation, that he might have killed Callie to start a war.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm sorry, but I don't know which side's talking.
Yeah.
Basically, king to queen kind of deal.
Yeah, I know, it's just when you say something, I don't know which king and which queen is talking.
Yeah, so if you want to like narrate it as you're going, that may help.
Alright. So, the king talks again.
Which king?
The Mon Cala king.
Okay, thank you.
The ones that are leading the conversation is so for the Corans, the queen is the most powerful figure. And for the Mon Calas, the king is the most powerful.
We empower our women on this half of the planet.
You can't relate.
And she's the queen that we talked to the last episode, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, it's all clear for me now.
Alright. The Mon Cala king talks, and he says, I do not... Yes, well, that is behind us now. We must work towards peace, or else if this war continues, I fear one of our people will grow extinct by this one. The Corn Queen talks. Yes, I fear that with our new weapons, our races would be extinct by the end of it. Not just one. The conversation continues on for a little while as they compare what each side has done to try to, figure out what kind of peace can be made. Both sides want peace, but both sides don't know what to exactly do with the peace. Because there's been atrocities made on both sides. One side have done bombs on civilian homes. The other side have introduced factors such as the droid army and pollution, almost making a certain part of the Mon Cala world unlivable. So, there have been atrocities that both sides need to address. What do you guys say during all this?
I'm just listening.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't
Yeah, we
think
probably
because
just try
Callie
to-
already basically said what she said
Mhm.
last or yesterday, I guess, in the time frame. I don't know. So now she'd probably just be wanting the kings
back and
and
listen?
queens to,
All right.
have them discuss. Unless something gets like heated, then she'll like obviously try and break it up. But
Yeah, because
Mhm.
it's just pretty much circling at this point with things that have already been said. So we're
Yeah.
just like nodding. Yep. Mm-hmm.
and Sylvn, like, not being of either race or on either side, he's just kind of like, he feels like an observer in this whole situation. He feels like he doesn't really have any sort of say in this conversation.
I feel like he would be the one to like have his own notebook as like.
Yeah.
They'd
Some
find
notes.
it rude if I was writing in a notebook the whole conversation they were having.
No, maybe they would think you're a historian trying to mark this.
Yeah, so I'm just sort of writing in my notebook as they speak.
The king speaks up. What is he doing, by the way? As everyone turns a look at a cephalopod circling slowly.
Just keeping watch over everything. And keeping an eye out for anything interesting. And listening. Trying not to be in the way.
Very well then. So, as you are looking around, as they are continuing to make peace, the king just not the Mon Cala king, the Quarren king speaks up and says, "I think we need to address the elephant in the room. What do we do about our son? What fitting
Sylvn looks around
punishment?"
for an elephant. Oh, sorry.
You know what? No, I'll recon that. I think we need to address the space whale in the room.
Ceph looks around. I see it.
Okay, that was a coincidence. Anyway, we need to figure out what punishment should be fed our son. Some are crying out that he should be released. Some say that he should be punished severely for his crimes, and some even call out for an execution.
I don't think an execution is necessary.
Sylvn would actually probably look up from his book. It's just like, those that say he should be released, they're aware of what he did, correct?
All of our people know what he had done. Some
He
are
lied
even
to everybody. To you guys, to the kingdom. I don't understand why more people wouldn't be upset about that.
You know,
What
if
up-
he is just released, that is only going to cause more problems and incite more battles. If he is executed, it is only going to cause more problems and incite more battles.
I'm worried about him being locked up, though, because if there's that many people still in support of him, what do we do if he gets, I guess, released
or escapes.
or
Well,
escaped?
well, first off, I mean, I'm not exactly familiar with all your customs and laws, but what is the law in your kingdom in regards to such things? Like, how do you handle something? Is it considered treason?
Among our people, normally, and it is a sad truth, royalty is normally exempt from such rules. Something we were hoping to change with our regime to keep better accountability for any future predecessors, especially our own son. And this just proves that we need accountability for.
Yeah, I mean, are you saying in the history of your race, nothing like this has ever happened before? There's no sort of system or something in place to deal with situations that arise like this?
Sounds like misbehaving children just got slaps on the wrist and they okay.
Unfortunately, that is how it was treated in the past.
I think at this point Ceph starts eyeballing Cornelius. There is
What?
one other option. In the Jedi Order, when one betrays us or our ways, they are exiled from the Order. Cornelius here is a prime example. However,
Hi.
Cornelius has since proved to be, of good character, redeeming himself. There's others that have, of course, lashed out after their exile and caused problems. But exile could be a good middle ground.
I don't trust that he's not going to come back and try something.
It'll be a good test of the laws.
I look at the Quarren King and Queen and I understand this must be tough for you, it being family and all, and somebody you care about. It's probably not the easiest decision to make, but there are a lot of things you need to consider for the sake of peace for everybody and just for the sake of your own kingdom.
And I do
mean-
appreciate your willingness to, I guess, punish your son in some manner.
Yes, we wish to try to avoid this in the future. As we have said before, a war of this grand scale, if we were not to who we were, we don't know if any future generations would use grand scale weapons and wipe out our race, even destroy our own home. We need to place limiters in place. Accountability. As I'm sure as the Mon Cala people would agree with, we need accountability. The Quarren Queen nods with him. It's a fear that has been with them for a while, that with the ever-growing pace of technology, weapons of war will only get more and more destructive.
Well, I mean, just to clarify, and I sort of look at both kings and queens, like both sides, we are all pretty much of the understanding that there is two ways this can go. We can either have peace, or it can go the other way, and the other way can't happen. We are all in agreement on that, correct? And he looks at the Corrin king and queen, and he looks at the, was it Mon Cala?
Mon Cala.
Mon Cala.
Yeah, the Mon Cala king and queen.
Yeah, all four agree.
Well, as long as we're all in agreement on that fact, I believe that is a strong enough base to, build this treaty on and this peace treaty on. Just keep in mind that we all have the same goal here.
And you can get like a super cool council where it has a few Mon Cala, a few Quarren, maybe one of the new shark people who are coming to visit.
Yes,
Ceph here is prone to saying ridiculous things, but I actually 100% agree with what he just said. That's probably a very good idea.
So what you are proposing is to keep the royalty, but to keep them in check. Create a council between all the races on the planet as a means of keeping both royalties in check and try to prevent another war.
Do you have a better idea?
We do not see any opposition to this. How would the council be chosen? Will it be chosen by the people, or will it be chosen by us?
I feel like the people are kind of hard to go on right now.
Perhaps some of each. A person
Maybe.
nominated by the people, a person nominated by royalty.
To keep
Perhaps
the power.
that would be for best.
You're asking a big thing. To share power with the council, to take away our own, will be a drastic change from our monarchies.
Yes,
is what
but
we
your
need,
current
isn't it?
monarchies cause eternal war.
I think everything we've learned calls for a big change.
Perhaps
if
the
you ask
first
me.
choice of the council can be what to do with the prince.
Yes, perhaps you are right. An endless war can only end with change. If nothing changes, then the war continues. Even if it's not today, even if it's not within our lifetime, eventually it will come back if no change happens. As I'm sure you have seen, going through the ancient battlegrounds and saw the carnage of the past.
Speaking of which, has anyone seen like a golden lightsaber part lying around here anywhere? I've been keeping an eye out for like.
The queen
half the time
looks
we were
at
here.
you. The queen looks at you and says, "Are you talking about the ancient warrior's lightsaber?
Yes.
Why are you searching for that?"
Is now exactly the time, Ceph?
I just thought it was pertinent to the conversation because we were talking about this area and things that had happened in the past. So I was just waiting for a time I could kind of slide that in.
The king speaks up. The Mon Cala king speaks up and says he had found one of the missing pieces, among other things, and I had given him the piece that our people had acquired from many years ago, and had given it to him as a reward. Ah, I see.
I would like to rebuild the lightsaber and follow in his footsteps. Not all of his footsteps. Not most of his footsteps, in fact. Just, being able to be a great warrior, and instead of fighting the people, to unite the people.
You really just want a golden lightsaber, don't you?
Yeah. You put things in front of me and I can't not take them. So, what, I already got 2 pieces. Am I just not gonna try to finish it?
Alright. So I'm gonna give her. So the king and so the royalty continues on how to talk about this council you guys have proposed in front of him, and I had not expected you guys to go the council route. I did not. So as a reward, I'm giving you guys a dangerous gift.
A dragon.
A Jabberwocker. What was that thing
No.
I had in Skyrim D&D?
Dragon.
What? Hold on.
Dragon.
Hold on.
Wobberjack.
Each one of you I'll give each one of you a nat 20 one-time use
Oh, no.
that you guys can use at any point.
That's so dangerous.
That is a dangerous gift, but because you guys took a path I did not expect, but it's a really good one, I'm giving that to you.
Question:
So
does this
are we
have to be
going
called
back?
before or after a roll? Was that allowed?
I'll let it be whenever you guys want it to be.
Okay. Wow.
So it can be used for a reroll on something.
Basically,
That makes it even more powerful.
This is
But each-
dangerous.
So
And Dark
when
doesn't
are
even
we
get one.
going back for the crate dragon?
Well, that's up to you guys if you guys ever want to travel all the way back to Tatooine.
Don't worry, the planets
Yes.
are right next to each other, so
Don't need to point that out, Xylo.
I don't know. It's just...
So anyway, they continue to talk
Planetary
about-
yeah,
circle.
the hyperspace routes are confusing sometimes, man.
It was cephalopods. It was his fault. He navigated.
I navigated well.
Anyway, you're saying Mev, I'm sorry.
No, I was just trying to get back into it, but
Yeah, sorry.
we
yeah.
were
You guys all have your nat 20s now.
sweet. Thank you. That's crazy.
It's a dangerous gift.
Yes.
I mean, I'm gonna use mine to tame something if we're being honest. So
I know that with you.
I'm going
I
to
know
use
that
mine for the
dangerous
most
with you.
stupid reason possible.
I mean, taming something is arguably one of the most stupid reasons
Yeah, it's up there.
possible. So I'm with you.
Oh man, now I need to find a Sylvan stupid reason to use it. I'll find one.
Mhm.
Oh, I will put one stipulation. It cannot be used in a death save.
Okay.
That's the only one.
Sure.
It's alright.
Anything else is free game. Because I feel like if we actually get to that point, I want to see you guys roll for your deaths.
Yeah.
Like we're ever gonna get close to dying with the
Ha.
way Ceph fights.
I'm too powerful.
I even tried to drown Walker at one point. That didn't work.
Cornelius got his back.
So, one of the guards, by the way,
Mhm.
comes up to the queen and tells her something. And she looks concerned.
What is it?
Is there something wrong, Your Highness?
The princess escaped.
Which princess are we talking
The
about?
Prince.
Oh, the prince.
Prince has escaped.
Oh, okay.
And it was due to the help of rebels. Namely,
Can I just say that I called it?
the general. It was a general that was crying out for us to use, as you would say, as the human race, the humans in your, as the humans would call it, nuclear means of ending this war.
But that could affect the entire planet. Could it not?
Exactly. That is why we always stopped him from ever attempting such a plan. But if he's leading a rebellion force with the backing of the prince, then
Could garner some support.
we need to stop this now.
Yes,
I-
this does bring up another topic, and he says this to is it Corin, King and Queen?
Yeah.
In the interest of, full transparency, the king here, and I gesture towards the other king, mentioned concerns that some of his people might not exactly take too kindly to this peace treaty, and perhaps might rebel and take things into their own hands. Are we to assume that things are similar on your end?
Yes.
Clearly, no.
And to make it matters even worse, that descent on your end might be led by your son.
More than likely. He was outspoken. He is in his belief that the only way to end this cycle is to wipe out one side completely.
Well, it seems we're going to need to figure out where your son is, reclaim him, and perhaps deal with this disobeying general. With your
As you guys,
permission.
yeah. As you guys are saying this,
Oh no.
an explosion goes off near you.
Oh no.
Is it in the room, or is it like nearby where we can hear it?
This area is where the explosion happens.
So pretty close.
So like 10 feet away from us.
Yeah. As a live round has been fired at you.
Who?
Everyone take cover!
As you guys can see in the distance, you see what remains of the droid army approaching your position.
Oh, come on. That one day we don't have Walker.
And
Well,
and at the top, swimming above the forces, you see the prince.
something tells me we won't have to look for the prince.
Found him.
Found him.
Job done. Let's get out of here.
Good job. High five, Ceph, and they
Yep.
all both start to walk out.
Yeah.
No, the second this happens, and like I guess if I don't get knocked down by the explosion and I kind of get my footing again, I would imbue my lightning with force power. My rake with force power.
Plugs in the battery.
Hold on, Mev. When the king sees you do that, he tells you, wait, before you do anything. He reaches behind him into a small satchel that he brought. Originally, it was full of documents and such, data pads. But he gives you a rod attachment for your rake. He says, "We've seen you carry around your rake a while, and because you have been helping us, we made a special attachment for you."
Oh, thank you. And he takes it and I guess attaches it to the butt end of the rake.
Why don't
It
I
is-
get any presents?
You do.
Oh.
But to explain yours, Mev, it's an attachment for the top of the rod and the bottom. It's what it does. It coats your rake in a stronger metal. Basically, take a +3 to your rolls and damage for your rake.
Oh, okay.
Jeez.
So not just it's on the damage, not the
And for your hit.
Oh, and my ability to hit.
Yes.
OP.
Yeah. That's
Well-
like endgame weapon status.
Do I
Well-
add attack bonus to it
Yeah.
to do that?
Yep.
And do I add it to the second attack as well?
Yeah.
And do I change the damage? Or do I just add 3 to it after I've rolled?
Add 3 to it.
You can put a +3 in the damage roll as well, so it does it automatically.
Oh, I can just add type
Oh,
+3 in there.
Yeah.
Okay. So you
And
see him attach the thing to his rake. Actually, he unforce imbues it real quick, attaches it,
Mhm.
and you see he presses a button on the new attachment, and you see the whole thing just like get I'm actually almost picturing it like like nanotechnology.
Oh, yeah, it just crawls over the whole thing.
Yeah, the whole thing just over the whole thing.
Just
I'm
another
like, "Ooh,
layer
interesting."
just covers it.
Yep.
Nice.
And then I re-imbue it with the force.
So what was it? And for Kayla, your mother actually walks up to you and she hands you her pistol. She said
Mama's
gonna
pistol.
she's going to tell you that she was once like you. Before she married your father, she was actually one of the top warriors for the Mon Cala army.
Hey.
And she was the only one to ever defeat your father in battle.
Oh, I want to fight him now.
Her or him?
Him. Or her. Either.
But she hands it to you, saying that it was her personal one.
Personal squid stole?
Mm-hmm. I'm currently updating your squid store right now.
Aw, it's buffed with the power of love.
There we go. You have your buffed squid store.
Nice.
You know what? Oh, hold on.
Mama Squidstill.
What do you think I was naming it?
Nice.
This ain't your
The king-
daddy,
the king already
Squidstill.
gave you. The
It's
king
your
already gave you
mommy.
your thing, Xylo.
Yeah. Such as like, are we ready to deal with this situation now?
Yeah, where are these guys coming from?
Well, first off, the army is coming in two directions. The queen says, "We will go and deal with the ones coming from our south. Do you think you'll be able to handle the ones coming towards us right now?"
Did you
We
bring
can
enough soldiers to
handle
deal with them?
whatever thing we got.
Yes, the king has already contacted the guards and told them what is happening about a rebellion force coming, and they are currently moving out the troops out to come help them. But he fears that they will not be here in time to help.
Cornelius, go with them. Help protect them.
Yes, get the king and queen out alive. And I turn to the Corrin king and queen and say, I assume your troops can get you out of here?
Easily. All warriors, as you have seen them in combat, they are not weak.
And then also, I guess as they start to just walk away, I would say one last thing. I'm just like, Your Highnesses, we will do our best to take him alive. Talking about their son.
The queen says, the queen just looks down and tells you, he has made his choices. I need you to make him to lay in the bed he has made.
I mean, that's dark,
So-
but our statement still stands. So
Yeah, Sylvn just sort of nods.
kill my son.
If
Basically-
Callie gets the chance, she's killing him.
Yeah, no, basically she's saying that he has made his choices.
Mhm.
That he has
Like,
come
yeah,
to kill.
he did this, do what you have to do, kind of
Yeah.
thing.
I mean, he's literally leading an army to come kill them, so.
That's true. Didn't he actually, in the last episode, if I remember correctly, didn't he try to kill his mom and we
Yeah.
saved her?
Yep.
Yep.
Like, I'm surprised. I'm actually surprised he wasn't like executed already, but it's all good.
Well,
As they stated, the royalty gets away with anything.
and that's
yeah,
what they're trying to
apparently.
change.
Mm-hmm.
So, everyone takes off. Cornelius just says, "Good luck. Don't die." As he tries to escort the queen and king back, and over the horizon, you see the army coming in. Well, you don't see any the Quarren troops with them. You can only assume that those troops are probably fighting the parents' troops right now.
Mm-hmm.
You do see the troops start coming in. And yeah. And you know, it's kind of funny. You know that pathway that you didn't want to go down, Xylo?
Sure.
You didn't stop the production of a certain droid from being made.
Oh boy.
Let's see.
I helped make awesome content. I'm happy.
Ah, jeez, hold on. Ah, jeez. There we go. Now the Roll20 was doing that normal thing where it was
Yeah,
getting stuck.
it's all good.
Where I was trying to move the troops, but it was also moving the map with it. Not the map, but like my point of view.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. So, you're not gonna like this, Xylo.
I'm gonna love this. Wait. No.
Are they sand people droids?
You can't make sand people droids.
the droids robotically hold up their arms and go.
You know, I wasn't, but now that you've said it out loud,
Yeah, of course. I know. Great.
Bio-androids, Xylo. Bio-androids.
What do you mean you weren't? That's literally what you were talking about, is it not?
No, he was talking about the droidica, but
Yeah, I was talking about aquatically enabled droidicas.
neat.
The prince is hanging around in the back, watching all this.
All right.
God, the healths on these Tusken Raiders need to be buffed a little bit.
What do you mean? They're OP.
They only had
Is,
15 health, Xylo.
We can see the prince.
They're still the only. They still did the best job against that.
What was that, Miv?
I said we can see the prince in the back.
Yep, but he's
I
still
try to use
watching her.
affect mind and convince him to drop all of this.
You can try.
Not 20.
I'm assuming he may not be weak-minded. We can hope.
Ooh.
Ah.
Are you gonna avoid an entire? Are you gonna try to avoid an entire battle by using your nat 20 now?
No, that wouldn't be any fun.
Imagine if we did, though.
First
Like
roll after we get it, bang.
Yeah.
Sylvn just goes, "We should end this all right now. Don't do it." But he probably doesn't hear me.
12's not enough to do it.
He tried.
Yeah. All right. So, you see these droid forces converge, and it is currently time to roll initiative. Now the question is, do you guys rather the droids all move on one turn, or would you like the separation of the droids?
Fine with them all going at once.
Oh. Yeah.
I mean.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Alright.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna look into this after the stream, but I just noticed that in my character notes it just says defensive martial arts.
Yeah, I know it's a thing.
Right? No, it was. Yeah, no, your force secret. That was it.
We'll figure
Yeah,
it
so
out
I
later.
just I want to know what that even allows me to do. I'll look it up afterwards.
Yeah.
Or do I have to like click? Oh, I have to put mine in, right?
Yeah, now that he's opened it up. Easy 6.
I'm glad you guys
Oh.
are able to see it again.
How far would the prince be? Like, how far away?
Off the map, I would say 5 squares.
Easy.
So he's kind of behind all these troops.
Basically, letting them fight for him.
Alright.
What was he riding again?
He wasn't. He was just swimming above them
This
all.
guy.
Oh, okay.
I think at the beginning of the fight, Ceph will just yell out, "Alright, we'll take care of the droids. Callie, make sure the prince does not get away. Use your force
Yeah.
training."
No, that was the plan.
Why did I imagine make sure he doesn't leave? I just imagine Callie mentally torturing him to try to make him stay in place.
He doesn't have any feet anymore.
Oy. So,
Alright.
the first one to go was actually Kayla, as he said that.
So,
Are you gonna test out your shiny new pistol?
not yet. She is going to use her burst of speed thingamajiggy and get basically as close to him as she can.
Yeah, if he's 5 squares away, you can 100% be right on him.
Yeah.
You'd have to get through all the troops, though.
Yeah. So that increases
around them.
base speed to 10 times normal for 1 round. Also multiplies jump distance by 5.
You're in the water, though, so how would that affect it with the water?
Probably not as well with the jump distance, but the running would be the same. I'm sure there'd
Yeah,
be an
it's
argument if she was wearing... yeah, because you're not wearing a suit, are you?
No,
No.
she is. Weren't you? That was the whole reason you were saying that you were able to avoid, like, a damage before, was because you
I
had
think
that
she said
extra
That was
AC.
before, but we all just changed into
Yeah.
nice.
She made a comment that she was
Clothes.
just wearing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I would have taken it off for the meeting with the queen.
Either way, it changes it to a difference of 40 squares to 60 squares, so I think it's overkill regardless.
Alright, so how would you get past the auto-targeting from passing through the droids really closely?
I mean,
Boing, boing.
she's super fast. She would just do her best to dodge everything.
Okay, well, have fun. Have fun, Sylvn and Cephalopod. Well, I guess mostly Sylvn dealing with the droids by themselves.
I mean, Ceph, that's
Have
what
you
Ceph
seen
wanted.
Ceph?
Yeah, that's why I said Ceph is probably going to be
Plus,
fine.
if I kill the prince and they're no longer under his command, I mean, some of them.
There's also the
fight,
general. Don't forget the one, the
Well,
rebellion general.
I'll take him too. It'll be fine.
In fact, you don't even know where he is actually.
Yeah, we haven't seen him yet. But that's why we're very specifically capturing the prince, so we have a token to be able to use in this war.
I mean, I'm killing the prince, but
Ceph don't know that.
true.
Me and Sylvn just 100% were like, yeah, we'll do our best to keep him alive. Ceph specifically yelled out, yeah, make sure he doesn't get away.
Yeah, Callie never agreed to anything.
Yep.
So.
Callie's like, oh yeah, he won't get away all right.
He's
won't
not
get away
going
real
anywhere.
good.
Ceph might have
Never-
been able to, if he thought about it, made the connection that, she ran away specifically not because she hated this guy, but, it's all good. But yeah.
I mean, to be fair, she was for, like, just having him not be dead before, like, just staying in prison or whatever, but after all of this and coming back again, she's like, no, this
Yeah,
guy's
that was a
gotta
problem
go.
again.
Yeah. So.
That's why the queen was also on the side of, he's going to try to escape and do this all over again.
She just did it faster than we thought.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's literally what I said, too. I was like, I don't trust him not to escape.
All right. So,
But, yep, I do that.
battle. Take
All
his
right.
tentacles off one by one.
So I'm guessing you're gonna try to avoid the whole battleground and go around to him.
I mean, I just depending on where he's at, yeah. Just try and avoid shots the best she can.
All right.
She's
So
moving
let's-
really fast, so they
Let me
should.
see. You would have to go up to here, and then downward.
Easy.
How many feet could you move?
She can move 60 squares. So, a total of 300 feet.
I think we're
Alright.
good.
Yeah. So you get. So I guess I'll just move your token off screen then.
Yeah.
And that's her
Right
action.
there.
She can't, also attack on that turn. That's why it's so overpowered.
Yeah.
All right. So you're at the prince. What do you do and say to him?
Hi.
Sup?
That's the most murderous, flirtatious hi I ever heard.
I
the
just
point.
picture. Hi. Lights,
Yep.
lightsaber.
Yeah. No,
So-
that's exactly what it would be. It's just a simple hi, and then she gets out the lightsaber.
As a means of fu to everyone that was involved, he actually takes out that golden saber that you guys had given. He has stolen that on the way out.
Of course. Hey, we can get it back.
And just says, "You were supposed to be dead."
Nah.
It's all supposed to go simple. You were going to die one way or the other. You were going
We'll
to
see about
cause
that.
a war that was supposed to end your people. But you just had to come back. You had to get the Jedi involved.
Like,
I mean, I didn't get the Jedi involved personally. I would have loved for them to stay out of it, but they have been pretty useful thus far. But you are going to eat your own words, though.
Oh, and who's going to make me? The prissy princess who's got an easy life?
Wow.
Precisely. That's me.
He just basically said girls don't play video games to you.
yep.
Yep. I'm gonna show him up. Hopefully, this is gonna be real embarrassing if I just lose. But
Yeah, check his KD ratio.
Currently it's, if you want to count the whole war on him, he might have over like thousands of kills.
Nah, that ain't his.
yeah,
Callie tries to tame him.
Animal handling.
Because he's an animal. So she'll slaughter him like an animal.
Nice Star Wars reference right there, Xylophoney.
too bad she's not Jules, and I can't use my distracting physique here. That would be beautiful.
Big shit. Anyway,
yeah, but that's basically our. I can't do anything, so that's our conversation.
Well,
I
that
just
might.
imagine after the last comment, she'd be like, because he called her prissy princess or whatever. She'd just be like, yeah, and then like go in for her attack or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So.
All right. So, I guess before that battle starts, it would be Mev's turn.
Yeah.
I move up to this guy. And I swing my newly improved rake at him.
Oh,
Get him.
man.
All right, let's see what this new rake can do.
Nice.
That was also a good roll too. So,
Yeah. Big flop.
Yeah.
and
So
that
does
was
that-
with 3. That
that hits, right?
that hits.
And I get a second attack as well with the rake.
Yep.
Yep.
So I swing that part at him.
That's a kill. That is Mev's. That is Sylvan's
Sylvan.
first one-turn kill.
As I do that, I look down at the rake and how it's like newly improved and go, not too bad.
I'm totally not preparing you guys for a very difficult endgame boss that I'm worried that you guys might not survive.
Lovely.
Good. I'm glad you're not doing that.
Yeah, that
That would be
unfortunate.
worrisome.
Yeah. Alrighty.
All right.
It's their turn, I believe,
Oh
right?
boy, this is unfortunate. Hello, it's me, Mr. Tanky Boy in the back.
So, what is your move?
It's your turn,
It's
Mario.
your move.
Oh right, it's I forgot that
I
you rolled a
I
6.
wish I could move, but it's unfortunately not how the game goes sometimes.
Bless you.
Of course.
They move up to you.
Alright.
The sand droids.
Yep. The Aqua Raiders. The Tuscan
Last word.
Droiders.
Nice. Yeah, the Tuscan droiders, for some reason, are just attracted to Ceph.
Yeah. There's just this innate hatred between the two.
Let's see, what's my... 20's gonna hit. But I'd like to No, I'll save that because I'm about to go face an army of droids. I'll save my reflex.
Yeah, and don't forget, reflect only really occurs when they miss, so...
Yeah, so the first one would have been what I said.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
that's within the 5, but also the damage is really weak on it, so we'll just chill.
Yeah. Okay. Mev, the droidicas are still gonna have the same rules. The only thing is they're a little quicker in the water, so you only have a turn before they start firing on you.
Okay.
But are they shielding up right now?
They're about to.
Okay.
The second their shields, the thing about the aqua version of these is they don't have to they don't have to uncurl their balls. They just have to uncurl their weapons.
Okay.
Speaking of, this one's going to move right here within range of you.
Okay.
This one's going to move right here. And this one is going to move right there. Okay, this one's going to move up to you, Mev. And it's going to attempt to coil you like it did before. So this is going to be a strength versus reaction at first, or a reflex, I mean. So let's see if you can do it.
You do the strength first.
Yep. Oh, that's a really weak one.
Yeah, okay.
I thought that was a ones.
No.
Mev. I thought that was a one.
Yeah. The dice picture's a little misleading. Could be either.
I was like, if that was an actual thing, I'd ask you to re-roll that since it was like directly on the middle.
Yeah. Obviously,
like
with
in-
the 3D dice, you can't tell, but if it was in like real life or something, you could see if the die was sitting on the edge.
Yeah, I would tell you
Yeah.
to re-roll that.
Either way.
Yeah. So you easily dodge it. That's move, and this one's going to not right there, but right there. You're going to fire its blaster at you, Mev. Super blaster rifle, go.
Pew pew.
That's a miss, isn't it?
Look at the
Yeah,
damage.
it is a miss.
The damage, though.
That would have sucked. That's basically half my vitality.
Yeah.
These things are nasty for a reason. This is the
But I
first time
guess-
you... Huh?
I guess after being on this planet for like at least like a week or two now, Sylvan's becoming a little more used to the water and stuff, and he's getting a little more agile, and he's able to dodge the shot.
Yeah.
Plus, now the rake has a nice metal coating. It's not wood, so it's not trying to float up as you're swinging. You're a little more comfortable.
Yeah.
It's weighing you down.
Ooh, I wonder how that's gonna feel different outside the water after this.
Be fine.
He's gonna bulk up for a little bit. We're gonna see a swole Sylvn.
The first time you take it off, he was all skinny and nomadic. After that, he's gonna be buff from all the time in the water, from all the weight.
Depending on where we are, there might even be times when because I said it's sort of like I've established it's nanotechnology.
Sure.
I might turn it off every once in a while just so it looks more like a normal rake, depending on if we're trying to keep a low profile.
Nice.
Instead of just like, it's like, oh, this dude walking around with a normal rake, not this dude walking around with what looks like a sci-fi metal like rake weapon kind of looking thing.
Now, Xylo, you might think I'm bullying you, but
Oh, I see. There's some shots trained on me, so let's go.
you might have been priority target 1 because you've been slaughtering these guys.
Yeah, they've met me. They know me. This is fine.
Fire.
Oh, come on! Hit. Right on the money.
Right here.
Oh boy.
That's a hit.
That's a 17
Just
damage.
half my vitality down. Okay.
Oh no.
It's alright. Callie will get him to turn off the droids. We'll be fine.
When it gets to Xylo's turn, he has 25 attacks anyway. He's gonna get his revenge.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Why do you think I kind of put them all clustered up?
So I can get my cleave.
I'm not saying that.
Alright, is that it?
Yep.
Alright, let's see. Battle strategy. I would like to battle mind. Alright, sweet. So that's that +3. I would like to squeeze right into here and go right for Mr. Droidica before he bubbles.
All right. Try to take out the big threat before he can uncurl.
Yeah, we'll start there. Get right in the thick of it. Alright.
Alright.
Let's see what we fighting here. You know what? Double lightsaber.
All right. It seems like the most optimal thing to do when in the surroundings.
Yeah, it's one extra attack, so.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and yeah, we'll make the swing. Let me say, I'm gonna add that +3 to the damage if I remember Droidica AC well enough.
You didn't do your. Did you do your
Yeah.
battle meditation?
Just did it. Yeah, 22.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was something else.
Yep, battle.
You know, good.
Alright,
Add your +3.
and 17
That is a hit, and
for 25 damage.
yeah, that's a dead.
I would
Bad
like to
one.
cleave to, I guess one of the next droids. The ones
Yep.
I can do. I'll go for the one on the left.
All right.
Alright. 19 for 12 damage. A little weak. Well, I guess
Yeah.
with the +3, 15 damage.
You know, these things are not that bulky in terms of that. They're just really troops to keep throwing at you.
Great. Offhand attack with the other side of the lightsaber. Swing. 20.
God.
And now for my second attack. I'll take the rest of my movement and swing at this droid.
I thought you were about to say heroic surge right now. That's a
Ah,
miss.
My movement doesn't really support a heroic surge play. Okay, I mean, that's a miss. Fair enough.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
miss.
if I had more movement, I could surge and just start carving up everyone. But like to get there, I think that was most of my movement. So, actually, where was I? I mean, I did a lot. So, yeah, that's the end of Ceph's turn.
Wow, Ceph only took out 3 guys in one
I
turn.
could have probably taken a 4th if I surged and just went ham on this guy.
Back to Caleb, but before we do that, I'm gonna treat the prince's turn at the end of the initiative.
I figured.
Sure.
Yeah, because he would go before me.
Yeah. Well, technically you go before him, but
Yeah, him and
Oh.
Kayla go side by side.
Well,
out of
yeah,
the way.
yeah.
yeah. So he's gonna. You know what? Well, I'll treat him at the same time as you since you're off screen with him. So what do you do to him first?
Bro, really?
Yeah, I mean, both go either way. So.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, first things first. I want to use a force point to up my chances or whatever.
Ooh.
I would like to use move object and try and take his golden lightsaber.
That's
Or
not
whatever
like-
he
That's
has.
not a.
The
It's just a
what does he
golden
have?
sword. The
The
golden
golden
royal
sword.
saber.
Yeah,
Nice.
I want that.
First, this might be the first time we've seen just a raw +5 decision for a force
Yeah.
point. We see a
I
lot of
really
rerolls.
want it.
Oh, I like it.
So
Nice.
He's gonna need a strength check to
23.
beat.
mhm.
Yeah, he's gonna need a nat 20 himself, I think, to pass this.
Good roll, not good enough.
Ooh.
No, she passed it. Remember, she has that +5 on it.
No, that's what I'm saying. He had a good roll. Just not good
Yeah,
enough.
he wasn't good enough.
Yeah. He rolled a 17, but yeah. With that +5, that made the difference. Good call.
Yeah, no. So you pull that saber right out of his hand.
Yikes.
So I'd like to attack him with it.
Let me roll that for you so you can see the damage this thing can do.
Please.
So you're saying the sword made out of gold can do more damage than a laser sword?
It's symbolic damage, Mev.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
It hurt his pride.
Let me have my moment, Mev.
Sure, it's a +11 to hit. I'm sorry, +13 to hit.
It's not like I was setting him up to be a effective boss against you guys.
I figured Callie could take him. Seems to be proving accurate.
I wanted to take him by myself because this is like a personal battle, you know?
Yeah,
I was
no,
supposed to
that's
marry the dude.
That's especially why I was setting it up like that.
Yeah.
So you slash into him pretty deep, and you just see the blood spurting in the water.
Delicious. I just want to picture her saying, "Who's the prissy princess now?"
And seeing this, he's going to try to hold his own and he takes out his own blaster pistol and tries to fire it at you.
Point blank range. Oh,
Oh, okay.
Oh.
it's on. All
That
right.
hit. Also, I should lower my AC now, right? Because I think I still
Yes,
have the
you-
modifier on.
Yeah.
Yes,
Um,
you have
because
that
What
+2
was the modifier? The +2?
It was a +3. It was a +3.
I thought it was 2.
I don't have a +3.
Should be
I
a
have a-
temp
Oh,
modifier
two.
+2, I
Two,
imagine.
two.
Yeah, I think it was
Yeah.
+2.
I was treating it like if that was medium armor, but no, that was light armor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's +2 because I have it also because I'm still wearing the armor.
Yep.
All right. So I already took.
So you just took 17 damage.
Oh yeah, and for the force speed, I think it's 8 to use that.
It's 5.
Is it okay?
And by the way, there is a
Requires
reason why.
full round of action and 5 vitality.
Okay. Oh yeah, I have the further on one, so it's 8. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Mhm. By the way, there is a reason this sword does this much, and you'll find out why.
Great.
You said that's 17 damage? Or
Yeah, because it
Yeah.
crit. So
Oh, okay.
plus that 5.
I'm not.
All right.
I'm okay.
Yeah,
I'll get him.
it's actually a good fight up there.
Mhm.
Yep. All right, Mev.
To be fair, me and the droids
Oh, I'm
down
up.
here are having a good fight too. They took out half my health, and I took out half their forces. So
Yeah. Alright, so that's us, I guess.
Okay, this guy over here that came up and tried to get fancy with me. Actually, I'm gonna do something a little crazy.
Okay. What's your
Now,
plan?
normally a force grip is like you try to grip them without touching them, right?
Yeah, it's just it's basically like you could either try to grab something with that, but it's with force, like how they sit through the whole choking thing.
All right, just for like cinematic effect.
I'm into it.
This turn, I'm gonna grab this robot's head and force grip it, but I'm like actually grabbing its head.
Just using the
I'm
force
trying
to
to, like-
imbue his hand.
Yeah, I'm
Ooh.
trying to like crush his hand with all my might.
So you're not only using your own personal strength, but you're using the force to make it stronger. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
And for that, I'll
I'm
give you
gonna
an
have
extra.
a follow-up for this next round if I can hold on to this guy's face, but
Oh,
it
I'll
depends
give you-
on how well I roll.
I'll give you a +3 to that roll because I like that. It's
I'm just gonna
creative.
yoink his head off.
Yeah, so force grip.
20 in total if it's the +3.
Nice.
Yeah. So
The
what
only
would
thing-
that? Okay, go ahead.
I was gonna say the only thing this thing can do is try to reflex it out of your thing, but these things don't only have a +1 in the reflex roll. So
I can imagine, yeah.
Let's see how it does.
Wow.
Ooh.
Wow.
Does it get out?
no,
Because you have
Because
the
I gave you
+3
that
that he gave you. Yo, these pluses.
Nice.
I gave you
So-
that +3 because I like the creativity.
Now, when I'm doing it, does it do any sort of damage? Is it like half what I rolled? Is that how it works, or?
The question is, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to pull it off?
I'm trying to like crush its head.
Try to crush its head. Okay, okay. Okay, this is what I have to do. I'm going to roll its Constitution. No, it's Fortitude saving throw, which is Constitution.
Sure. How sturdy it is.
And if it fails, it will fail.
Nice. Yo, crush some
It
heads,
fails.
boy.
You crushed this thing's head, and like a lot of droids, its central processor was in its head. So, you basically just made this droid null and void.
Oh, you ruined the fun thing I was gonna do, but it's still kind of cool.
Mev
I
took
was gonna try
Sylvn
to
to
do-
heart.
I was gonna try to do force lightning next round
Into
as
his
I was
neck.
holding on to it. But if I already just crushed it, it looks like I don't even need to do that.
Lovely.
I save a vitality point.
It just looks like you go like using the force.
Mm-hmm.
Oops. Meant to try to shock him.
And I know this is all turn-based, so it probably feels like 10 minutes ago that this thing tried to, like, grab me with its, like, wire thing or whatever.
Yeah, but it was...
Mhm.
But because this is all sort of happening at once, you would probably see it, like, try to grab me, I dodge it, and just as I dodge the blaster shot from the other one, I come back up and just grab this thing by the head and start crushing it and just crush its head.
Oh, now you got a nickname, Sylvn.
Swollen.
That I came up with, don't take credit for a meaning?
Xylo gets 20. He gets 50% every
Of all
time that name is
Sylvn,
used.
when we sell our Sylvn merch.
Oh,
Yep,
you know
all
what?
the Swollen merch.
I know what I'm going to. I'm gonna name. That's what I'm gonna name the episode when this comes out on Dice of Fire.
Gosh. All right.
Fantastic.
Nice work, sir. Now we get shot.
Ah, I just left.
Yep.
Bye.
Wait, question.
Yes.
That was a force attack. I can't do a regular attack on top of that, right? It's
No,
like
unfortunately. If it's
I
like
could have done like a non-attack force ability and an attack, but not both
Yeah.
attacks. Okay. All right. Just want to make sure.
I want, yeah, that's. I'm guessing that's to avoid people trying to wipe out multiple enemies at once using the force and regular abilities.
Yeah. Gotcha.
I think there's an ability or trait that allows you to do both in one turn, but I don't know. I have to read more into the rules.
I think there is as well.
I'm still out of feet. I'll look into stuff.
All right. Is the droid's turn? The super aqua droid that you missed, Xylo.
Yeah.
It's gonna try to grapple you with the little wire trap.
I'd say it's hilarious, but if I say that, I'm gonna fail.
So, strength check.
So definitely not funny.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Rippling.
I think I've
squid
only gone
muscles.
I think I've only gotten Mev with that once.
Strength is my main stat. It's hard to beat Ceph on it.
Ceph Lopod.
The other one's gonna fire at you.
Yep. Oh, these were big damage hits too. Don't roll it. Don't hit that 20 number again. Ooh, perfect. I can reflect that. May I reflect that, since it is
Yes.
5 under my AC?
Swing a lightsaber and see if you can beat that AC. If you do, that damage was reflected right back to him.
Fantastic. They have good AC. Oh,
But
Wow.
that's a hit. So that 19 damage is reflected right back to him.
that's when you use it. All right. That's my reaction.
All right. The Tusken Raiders droids are going to swoop up to you and use their metallic clubs.
Oh, no.
They do that. You hear the...
It's like, yeah, it's bubbling through the water, too. All right, what they got? Of course they are monsters. Oh, no. It just misses.
That's one.
Uh-huh. No, come on, stupid Tusken Raiders! Every time, man! Give me some sand repellent.
That's not gonna work in the water.
I know! What are they doing
Like-
here?
I wasn't originally going to, but you
fine.
wanted it.
It's
You
fine.
wanted it.
Mm-hmm. I didn't want it. No, the audience did.
All right. So the droideka you didn't do anything to, by the way. It's going to come. It's going to be fully finished coming out. It's going to call up the shield and it's going to start firing on you, Mev.
Yeah, it's gonna be a problem, but the head crush was too cool, so
Yeah.
no judgment here.
You say that in your mind. He should have done it. He should have done it. He should have done it.
Well, of course, you know me. I'm like, what? Target the dangerous ones first. But
All right. So Mev, it's going to fire 3 shots at you.
Mhm.
So this is the first one.
It hits.
only 6. All right.
This is the
damage
second
roll.
one.
It also hits.
And the last one.
Ooh, tension, drama, delay.
It
Ooh,
misses.
Thank goodness that was the best damage they rolled.
Yeah,
Alright,
so
but
what?
you-
It did 18.
Yeah, and then the last one is going to be the super aqua battle droid.
Oh yeah, you still got one of those to get 10 with. Okay.
Yeah. That's a...
Miss.
These things just have cannons attached to them that just like, if they miss you, just boom.
Well, yeah. All right, that was the enemy's turn. It is Ceph's turn once more.
I think I'm gonna swing at the droid. Yeah.
All right.
As much as I hate to turn my back to a Tusken Raider, I feel like I gotta swing at the droid. So, I will do that. I'll aim for the one right in front of me, and yeah, we'll just do a double scrape. This time I'm gonna add my +3 to hit rather than damage, because I know
Alright.
these guys are tanky. Well, 19.
That's a hit.
Yep.
And
Offhand swing, assuming it's not dead.
yep, it's not dead.
That is a 17.
Still up, shaky, but
Darn.
still up.
Alright, second attack. And that is a 21.
And that is a kill.
Ooh, I get the cleave! You're getting it, Tusken Raider! Yep, so swing at the Tusken Raider just above me. Plus the damage. Ew, darn it, shouldn't have said that. I don't know what their AC is, but
Let me double check that. I
yeah,
can
they're
only-
like in that area. It could be 30, it could be low. But
You barely hit it.
okay. So that's 17 damage on him.
It's still up though.
Alright, you know what? Let's do it. I ain't messing around with no Tusken Raiders taking me down. I'm at like 14 out of 63 health. I'm gonna use my heroic surge. Tusken Raider, you're going down, buddy. Swing. Mev wants to see 1,000,000 attacks a turn. I'll give it to him. 27 damage. He gets the same one I hit.
Okay, that is just overkill.
Yeah, let me cleave up this next one real quick. It's 20 more damage. Oh, sorry, 23 damage.
That was a one shot.
Great. Moving over to here. So that was my hit. Alright, other side of the lightsaber. It's 18 damage.
That's a hit.
And now the second attack.
You said 18?
Yeah, adding it to damage.
All right, so I'm just gonna mark him as dead.
You're like, I'm not even doing the math
Don't
anyway.
bring these Tusken Raiders against me.
They almost killed you too.
I know, I am messing with these guys, man.
I need to just set your challenging round. 100 Tusken Raiders.
No,
You're
use the rest of
you're
my
putting
movement to come
Ceph
over
in a
this way.
defensive situation, which makes him dangerous.
He lashes out.
Is he a wild animal?
And the
all of a sudden?
rolls just reflect that, because of course I'm going to crit my last swing. Alright, and that is the extent of what I can do. Actually, I guess I can still try a little something. Nah, I did enough. We're fine.
All right.
I was going to try force pull, but it wouldn't work anyway.
All right, Kayla, it's back to you and the prince.
All right, I'm just gonna go in with it. She's gonna hit him again with the sword.
All
So
right.
feel free to roll that.
She's gonna hit the pretty prince with the sword.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's going to be a swing.
Nice.
That's another dramatic hit with a 13 damage.
And now I would like to use another force point to up my move object, and I'd like to steal his pistol.
Yo, this would be the third time he gets his weapon stolen from him this campaign in a period of 2 days. Like,
This is going to be the 4th weapon in total that he loses.
Nice.
I was going to use affect mind and make him shoot himself with it, but I just don't think Callie's that powerful with that skill yet.
That'd be a lot.
Unfortunately, but that
This
one
is better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this
wish
better.
I could.
I so hope this
Okay.
works.
The first moment we met him, we started snatching weapons out of his hand, so we just keep doing it.
So
Mhm.
I get a +5 to that.
Yep.
Okay, so
And
22.
like I said, it's going to be his reaction with the grip.
Mm-hmm. See that strength.
No!
That's
You're
a 28.
kidding. Yeah.
There he does it.
He feels the
Alright.
grip is like, he sees it coming, he's like,
Not again.
Yeah,
Not again.
he saw
not
it
again.
coming that
this
time.
time. And he fought, and while he's holding it, trying to break the grip on you, he's gonna fire it on you.
Mm-hmm.
Does he get a disadvantage for
Oh wait,
that?
no, that's the wrong thing. No disadvantage.
Ooh.
That hits. Not as much
Yeah,
damage.
okay, the damage ain't too bad.
Yeah, that was a low damage one right there. Ugh. 2 crit ones on that damage roll. Okay. It's back to Mev. Mev, what did you do? What is your grand scheme of things?
I'm actually keeping it simple this time. I'm just stepping up to that guy and swinging my rake at his face.
Very nice.
All right.
So,
Are you? Oh man.
Disrike.
Oh,
I kind of wish you had higher damage roll right there.
yeah. But I
That-
do have a second attack. What does that do? 10 damage, or do I get extra damage? Because
No, that was that's you rolled the crit, so that was an extra 5 damage.
Yeah, go
Okay.
plus 5, so.
So 15 damage.
Plus.
It's not looking good, I'm guessing.
These things are a bit tanky.
Yeah, they are a bit tanky.
Okay.
Like, it did take 3 of Ceph's hits to kill these guys. But, hey, you're hitting hard. Ooh, is 17
hitting-
enough, though?
No, it's not. You
Doesn't
you already guessed the AC from before. If you want me to remind you,
Yeah, it was like 18 or 20 or something.
it was 20.
Mhm.
You guys
Alright,
have
so yeah, it goes to do the second shot, and it's just like, clunk. Oops, it doesn't do anything.
You get so excited because of with your new improved rake, and then you don't take into account the weight of it for a second, and
Yeah.
you turns off it.
And he doesn't quite understand how, because it didn't change the shape of it or anything like that. But for some reason, the rake feels a little more hydrodynamic. Like it
Exactly.
moves a little quicker in the water. Doesn't quite understand the science behind it, because technically it hasn't changed shapes. It should still have the same amount of resistance. But yeah, anyway, yeah. He misses that second one.
Yeah. Let me see. The Aqua Droid's not gonna try that thing again. So what it's gonna try to do is gonna try to make some distance. It is leaving your area of attack, so you do get an attack of opportunity on it.
It's probably its best move, to be fair. Despite the chance of
And-
getting whopped.
Ba-dum, as it tries to go away. I miss.
Yeah, that die wanted to be better, but oh well.
It's going to take aim at you. Gonna fire its cannon.
Don't hit, don't hit, don't hit. These hurt.
And it misses.
That 20 damage though.
I know, that's the lowest they've rolled on the damage.
Mm-hmm.
I did make these guys to be a challenge.
Uh-huh.
And here comes the repeater again. First shot. I'm not trying to be dramatic. It's just being slow.
Yeah, it just makes it. three.
Ow!
Hey, thanks for the damage being 3.
Second shot. Aw. 12
Miss.
12.
And miss. So I take 3 damage.
Lovely.
Darn it.
Ow! Sylvn would probably say.
I had, because they fired 3 times, I had to make their little thing a wide range to be able to hit
Yeah,
and
little
deal
swingy.
damage.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, with that being said, that was the last 2 droids' turn. All the other droids are dead. A large force wiped out. To be fair, they did do damage to you.
No, yeah, they did. That's why they're all dead, because I took it very seriously.
Let me see. And Cephalopod's turn.
I tap this droidic on the shoulder. Hello, I am Mr. Lopod.
Alright, swing.
+3 to hit, please. Yeah, we'll keep it with the double. 16 damage.
Still up, but dang.
16 damage.
You just missed it.
Oh.
The shield, remember? The shield gives them a monster AC.
And what is their AC, Mario?
24.
You remember Battle Mind and what I said I was putting it towards?
It's down. It's down.
Thank you.
That was like, need I remind you?
Let's see. I
But I'm rolling like a god.
You force push Mev into the droid again.
I was gonna try to move object him into Mev. So, I guess I will give that an attempt. My move object at a -2. Let's go. I want to bring him right up to Mev's face if at all possible. Ah, I wanted that 20.
I see, almost.
Yeah, so Ceph just steps up here with the rest of his movement. How are things going over here? Yeah.
It resists.
I seem to be going really fine. The
You've
new
done quite
attachment
well.
to my rake is wonderful.
Seems like it. Wonder what
He's
Callie's
just-
up to.
Proceeds to keep stabbing a guy.
We probably both look over to her just as she hits that last hit on the guy.
I hope so.
There's a cloud of
she seems to be
blood and
doing
ink
okay.
shooting out from this guy.
Seems she has it handled.
So speaking of that, it's back to
Exactly.
them.
All right.
You gonna try to take his weapon again?
Well, she's gonna strike him with the sword first, so you can go ahead and roll that.
Yep. Can I just say he died from that one?
I think that's her
Did he?
intention, so.
Yeah, no, you already hit. You just hit his total max.
Right.
He
I'm trying
died.
to think if she'd have any like. Can we say he's like about to die and he's like laying there so she can get
If
like the
you
final
mark-
word in?
If you mark that as a non-lethal attack, then yes.
Well, she wants it to be lethal. She just wants final words.
All
Either
right,
that or like I can get.
roleplay moment.
Yeah.
all right. Let's just do the dramatic. You just run him through with the sword.
Actually, I want to hear if he has anything to say first.
And conveniently, just like the movies, he stays alive long enough for you guys to have a meaningful
Yeah.
conversation.
Yeah, not a meaningful. Yeah, but I want there to be like the last like conversation.
All right. So as you run him through, and he's like, "You fool! This war,
What was that?
this war will only end when one side is gone. We cannot coexist. It has been proven over
Still
and
on about that?
over
This
again.
guy.
I am trying to be the necessary evil for the good of my people."
Evil. Yes. Necessary.
Shing!
And what do you just finish? Your mic might have cut out, by the way.
What if he was right?
I think she's saying evil, yes. Necessary? No.
Yeah, and then she finishes him off. I'd like to take his pistol.
Could I grave rob him now?
So you just taking the last of the pistol?
Mm-hmm. Is
All
his
right.
better than the upgrade that I just got on mine? Because it seems like it
No.
is.
No.
It's not?
No, it's just a normal water pistol.
Oh, really?
He just
Oh,
had
that
that.
is
Fitting
pretty
really
low.
well.
The damage
I guess
is low.
the damage was low, but the...
No, if you want to, you could test out that pistol that you.
I do.
I just want to say, at the precise moment that Callie just delivers the killing blow, Sylvan's probably like, "Oh, we were trying to save the."
Yeah, this is literally
Okay.
right after we look over there to see what she's up to. we
were
just
trying to
found a
save his-
moment to check what's going on.
Yep.
Right.
That's perfect.
Okay, too late for
I
that.
set it up and everything. I wonder what Callie's up to.
Death blow.
But yeah, the squid stole is a direct upgrade from your old squid stole.
But what
Yeah,
about
just
Mama's
saying,
squid
his,
stole? Which you-
his was hitting better. Okay, now it's...
He just had he had a better hit bonus.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But is it buffed with the power of love, like the mom squid stole?
Nope.
Mm-mm. No
All
love,
right.
and that's why he lost.
All right, so the
I'd like to keep that sword, though. I'm taking that with me.
yeah. All right.
It
I-
might be
I-
a
I won't
strength-based weapon, so...
I mean, I just used it.
Oh, he was rolling with that guy's stats for you.
True.
So the there's only one enemy left, and it's Mev's turn.
Mm-hmm.
Go
Oh, that
get him,
guy.
man.
I guess since he's like going away, I try to just force strike him from where I am and see if I can like slam him into a rock or something.
Nice.
So I'm gonna do that,
Hmm.
and I likely missed.
Might have dealt a little damage. I don't know.
I don't know. Mario hasn't said anything for a good 30 seconds now.
Let me see. Yeah, you just cut that in half. These things don't have any type of protection against with the force, so
Okay.
I didn't even give them any like force defense or
Oh, yeah.
anything.
I guess they wouldn't have it. So just
Yeah, so-
first 7 damage
Mhm.
ain't nothing.
Yeah, 7 damage.
All right.
Still up though.
Okay, I'm done. It's
Yeah.
it's those guys' turn now.
Well, no, it's actually the droid's turn.
Yeah.
That's what I just said.
Sorry, I thought you were pointing at a cephalopod next to you.
Nope.
I would have
Droid's
said,
turn.
yeah, those guys.
It's only the one left, so
Yeah, let me see.
I'm hoping something happens here. That'd be really cool, but we'll see what happens here.
Eh, you know what? All else fails, self-destruct.
Okay.
It's gonna rush up to you, and it's gonna try to bear hug you.
It's not what I wanted to happen. Okay.
Look, Ceph, it likes you.
They push it their way.
Hate that.
Yeah, I mean, my bonus is about that, so
Roll a 1. Aw.
there's a 1 in there.
But it initiates a self-destruct.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. 1d100. Now you guys get one reaction to do something. What do you do?
Try to get as far away from it. Is it obviously about to explode?
Yeah. It released its metal casing and it's just showing like a ticking bomb in it.
I want to do a cool move where I jump up and kick this thing in the chest to force it backwards as I use that as a momentum to force myself in the other direction. So, you know, we both move a little away from each other. Because assuming
Alright.
Callie's not actually in that position right there, she's up on the hill fighting off the map.
Yeah.
Right? So, yeah.
And Sylvn just tries to swim back a little bit. I don't got something cooler than that. What Xylo just said.
So would that be like a jump or a strength or what?
Roll me a
Reflex
jump and
save?
then roll me a jump. Actually, since we're in water, roll me a swim then.
Okay. Fair.
And then a strength check with the kick.
Alright, big swim. 11.
Mm,
So I got my bonus there, but...
yeah. Then roll me a strength.
Alright, if this is good enough... 16. It's nothing bad, but
Alright.
nothing extraordinary.
All right. That's about 8 squares you can move them. So 1, 2,
Okay.
4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's far enough away where you just see a big,
I'll take it.
which would have been worth 44 damage if you guys were in the middle of it.
Yep, I had 14 vitality. This is good.
But that's it.
Well.
All gone.
Callie, did you capture the prince? Oh my god!
I did what had to be done.
Well, he certainly didn't get away.
I should have worded that better. Good work. I knew you had it. Huh.
Thanks. To be fair, I've wanted to do that since the day I met him, but
I should have thought about that.
Kind of disappointed you didn't get to use the mama squid still right away.
yeah,
Yes. Soon.
I wanted it to be kind of like a sword fight.
Well, I suppose the
Planned on
good
using
thing
lightsaber.
is the queen, the Corn Queen, she didn't.
She did
basically
seem to
gave
be
us her-
okay with this result.
Yes, exactly. Like, she did essentially say, do what we have to do.
I wouldn't have done it otherwise. I don't want to provoke any more war than there's already been. Although someone called me a fool and seems to think that there's no way out of the war. But I intend to prove him wrong. Just like I proved him wrong about him calling me a prissy princess. Or at least for the fact that killed him
Well,
as a prissy princess.
To be fair, in his
Seemed
defense,
a little personal.
I suppose there was no way for him out of this war.
True, but I'm just afraid he's going to become a martyr to the cause.
You mean a martyr?
There's a Y in there.
Okay.
Regardless, he won't be able to lead any more people.
Certainly not.
A lot of them followed the prince, so I hope that it'll do more. Well, have more help than it will.
We can only hope, but we still have the general to consider.
Where is the general? Did you guys fight him?
No, don't know if he was here.
No, we did not see him.
Also, could I possibly get a little bit of healing? He shot me a couple of times. I'm bleeding a little bit.
As she says that, Sylvn would probably put his hand like on her shoulder, be like, "Oh, where are you hurt?" and inadvertently heal her without even trying. So
I got
what
down
he
to
would-
9 vitality, so
Hey!
that was a decent little fight.
Yeah, we all had a bit of a scrap out here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I take her by the hand and look into her eyes, healing her with the force. But there is nothing there. Don't read it wrong.
So would that do 17 points?
Nah,
think
See?
but-
Nothing there.
You divide it by 2, right?
Yeah. So, it would be a 9 for Mevs and a 4 for me. 13.
Okay, so
Because it rounds up.
yeah.
I'm just going to heal myself while I'm at it.
All right.
I'm
So,
probably
Man,
gonna do
Seth
the
is
same.
selfish.
How much did you
Alright.
say it was for Ceph's?
I give you 4.
4. Okay.
I rolled a
I'm up
1.
to 22. That's better than 9.
So, as you guys, so we move back to the palace after all this.
Did I find the piece? I want to search more for the piece. And now
Oh,
I'm not embarrassed to ask my friends for help because there's no meeting going on.
All right. Do you tell them that you want to search around for the potential piece?
I'll help him look for it.
I guess before we leave. I mean, I
Alright,
already
roll me.
gave him the other one.
Roll me an investigation of the area.
Oh, investigate.
Yep.
Is
What's
that
that?
different than
Gather
search?
information?
Yep.
Or is it search?
Either one works.
Okay, I'm gonna
Well, I
do
got a
gather.
20 on gather, so.
Hey, 19.
Well, if I have a choice, I have more points in search.
Hey, squad.
Nice.
Average of 20 out
Yeah.
here.
No, you guys find what looks to be an ancient-looking style of guillotine for the water,
Oh,
which is just a giant boulder held up by a thin rope that seems to be laid across a stone bed. Ancient and primitive and pretty brutal execution.
yeah.
Next to it, you see ancient discarded items, where whatever was taken from the bodies were seen to be thrown at.
Okay.
Upon looking through that pile, you find a part of the golden lightsaber, the third part.
Oh boy. Nice. I try to piece them together and be like, okay, not yet.
You're missing. Yeah, you have the blade emitter, you have the pommel, and you have a middle component, but you need one more piece.
The activator. Maybe.
You're also missing like a crystal for it, but I'm sure you can figure out what to do with that.
Yeah.
Don't we have crystals still?
Well, he has his own unique
Yeah.
attuned one.
I got my own special crystal, and we got a pile of about 100 Sith, 100 red
Yeah, don't we have-
lightsabers
yeah.
of the ship.
Yeah.
Because we haven't gotten to drop those off anywhere yet.
Wonder how bored that Sith guy has been, by the way.
Hmm?
Wonder how bored that Sith guy has been.
Which one?
Darth.
Oh, yeah. Left Ko on the ship the whole time.
Yeah.
He said he
All right.
glued all the red lightsabers together. He has a pinwheel of them.
Dun, 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 dun.
He has a hula hoop. So I think,
Anyway.
yeah, we find that. Ceph goes back to where the meeting was being held, picks up his hat off the ground, puts it back on his head.
Why do I imagine him with a fedora and not a top hat?
I'm thinking like a big wide-brimmed thing.
Oh, okay. All right. So, we head back towards the palace. And it is here, actually, that the king and queen are not... Both sets of king and queens are here, actually.
Nice work, Cornelius.
You just see him tired and exhausted as like... 20 battle droids. 10 rebellion troopers. And 1 angry whale.
Well, you did well.
He's just
Oh,
like,
I see what you did there, Seth.
he is just exhausted. But the king and queen thank him all the same for what he did.
Mm-hmm.
I really need to change that picture from a red to a green one or something.
Yeah,
He's not rocking it. He has a green lightsaber.
true.
Anyway, so as you guys return, the king and queens are still talking, but when they ask you what happened,
Who wants to go first?
Well, we
I
were
would
able to
probably just start-
dispatch of the droid army, but the general was not there to be found. I found the peace thing that I asked about.
and our son,
He's gone. I killed him.
See, it is what it is. He had made his own choice. We were willing to forgive and help rehabilitate him, but he had chosen this path twice. There's no redemption for that.
Even on his deathbed, he was still fairly convinced he had made the right choice.
Many
Yeah.
will in their pursuit of what they deem is their justice. Those who are so driven in that, they will not see the injustices they have caused.
Agreed.
You were gonna say something, Sylvn?
Oh no, I was just gonna say, even though you were willing to forgive, didn't seem he was so ready to.
Yes, he is. If anything, he was always driven.
They call it stubborn in some parts of the galaxy.
The general seems to have escaped into the deep trenches, an area that radars and searching tools cannot be used that easily.
Do we still see him as a threat?
He has taken what rebel soldiers he has with them down there. I do not think he'll be a big threat, but a threat all the same. He may be more than just a brigand at this point, but we will deal with him in time.
Very good.
Sylvan would look at the Mon Cala king and queen and said, "And the Mon Cala people, is there anybody specific on your side we need to worry about?"
At the moment, no. They have seemed to have calmed down. Some have outspoken and have claimed that they will fix our society, but when those threats of removal of power with all their possessions and such, they seem to have quieted down. As anyone would know, those who are outspoken always do so when they think they have nothing to lose.
I'm sure the death of the Quarren Prince will appease them to some degree.
More than likely. But that is not to say that the Quarren people might not see it as a Mon Cala killing a Mon Cal killing a Quarren. There will be some time to smooth that over. Might be even some cries of justice for the queen, for the princess.
Perhaps a fair answer would be to exile the princess.
And looks over at Callie. Does Ceph think he's like doing her a favor?
Oh yeah, 100%. This way, the one side gets its, pound of flesh, the other side gets its appeasement, boom boom. Ciao.
I do not know if the princess wants to never return home.
Oh, it is her choice. And it could be a temporary thing as well.
I mean, now that the marriage is obviously no longer an issue, don't mind being home, but also I really enjoyed my time being away and going on random adventures with these idiots.
And there's more training to be... more animals to find.
I have found that I have force abilities, and I'd love to be able to, I guess, explore those more. And of course, I know I have duties as a princess here, but if it were to aid things, then
Perhaps it would be best if you were to see more of this galaxy. The galaxy is ever growing, with more races being found, new people being born. We have been isolated for a long time, and when we needed help, we couldn't call for it. So, you will be leaving this planet to pursue your own devices. You will do what you wish. When it is time, we will call you home. Just be careful out there.
I will.
The dad tries for the awkward dad hug on you.
I accept it willingly.
I would just love he tries to go for the hug on his daughter, and then here you goes like, oh, between them.
I had just a group hug now.
I think
This is
Callie
nice.
would actually hug him because
Yeah.
I mean that's what she wanted, and he's finally like letting her do that. So
Mhm.
I think that would be a genuine hug.
Reconciliation.
And then you just see Cephalopod hugging you both. Like,
Ceph just like comes up and makes it a group hug.
Yeah.
But it's like a non-committal group hug. Like I just got a hand over their shoulder, smiling.
and the king just asks the daughter, he's not anyone special to you, right?
What is that supposed to mean?
No,
He's
Your
that- he's that-
Highness, I believe he was just taken by the moment.
He asks Callie, do you care if I do something to him?
Oh no, I mean go ahead.
Has anyone seen the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
Mm-hmm.
Do you
Never
remember
heard
those
of it.
scenes? Do you guys ever remember those scenes where Will's friend kept getting thrown out of the house?
I get to be DJ Jazzy Jeff?
Yeah, you get to be
Oh,
thrown out of the
boy.
castle gates like that.
Yeah! Cuts to a scene of outside the palace. I just go flying for some reason. This guy can just lift Ceph and toss him out the place.
Well, he is a big guy himself.
Yeah.
I picture him actually grabbing you by the collar of whatever clothing you're wearing and just like
Yep.
one hand throwing you out.
And he just
Jim,
walks.
I still have the hat.
He just walks back in and is like, I've been wanting to do that for a little while now.
Relatable.
So,
Yeah, none of us even step in at all for the least bit to try
Yeah.
to stop him.
no.
And at that point, I'm just calling up Walker again, so. One more piece, bro! One more piece!
Yeah, actually. The queen calls you back in for that, actually.
Walk right back in after getting literally thrown out.
No, the king is satisfied.
Mm-hmm.
He was satisfied he was able to throw you into the dirt.
I give him an up nod. Nice.
Mm-hmm. So the queen actually calls you and says, we have talked it over, and we have decided to give you the piece we have in our storage.
So they had two of the pieces and they only gave him one? Wait.
No.
What?
They gave
I'm
him a
talking about
piece
the
at the
Quarren.
beginning of the session, right?
Quarren.
Oh,
The
we're talking to
Quarren.
the Quarren, okay.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay. I thought they were talking about like my mom, Queen.
Mm-hmm.
No. The Quarren. I said the Quarren, but I think my mic might have cut out. Discord seems to be cutting out people
Okay.
randomly today, because like Kayla and Mev kept getting cut off a little bit.
We need to get one of them fancy partner Discord servers.
Yeah.
Get more
Close.
bandwidth and stuff.
Close.
Anyway.
So as you guys, as she walks up, she holds out a ornate box to Cephalopod. But I need you to roll me something.
Oh no.
There's 3 different types of lightsabers. Depending on your roll, is how good you can get this new lightsaber as.
Watch it just be trash.
You gonna make me gamble?
Yes, dice roll. If you roll a 15, you get a regular one. If it's an 18, you get a special one. 20 is what you're aiming for, of course.
Oh gosh. Force point for +5. How's a 26 though? The first gamble roll I did well on!
It's actually the first time your gambles worked well.
It is
huh?
the first time, and of course it's gonna be combat related soon. So
I honestly thought you were gonna use your gift 20.
I considered it, but I thought, you know,
You're gonna
whatever
save
happens, happens.
it. All right. Well, you did it. You got the best.
Yeah.
So, hold on. As you assemble that lightsaber, you soon notice something unusual about it.
Oh,
It's very long, like if it's your double-bladed,
okay.
but it seems to be something more. Oh, geez, that's a very large picture.
It has spinning $sign rims on it.
Love the spinning rims. So does DJ Jazzy Jeff.
Do you guys see the picture?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You telling me I got the kind that, it can be a double-sided where I can...
Basically.
Ooh. Okay.
Nice.
Oh, is it like it works like a bow staff that he can
detachable bow
separate in
staff,
half,
yep.
sort of thing,
Yep.
Okay.
into two swords?
I'll accept this.
That was the absolute best one you can get.
I was
'cause
going to be
that's three different
completely happy
lightsaber
if I
styles.
just had to, limit myself to a single-bladed lightsaber, but hey, this is neat. Okay. This is great, because one of the feats I got was the ambidextrous one, so my offhand hits wouldn't be terrible, so it's cool that I get to keep doing that. Nice.
Mhm. Dude, when
And then-
you was... Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say something stupid, so you continue.
No. I want to hear what you're... I want to hear your stupid thing.
I was gonna say, can it still have spinning rims on it?
That's up to him. Remember, you were looking for that part to make, so you can have a throwing axe.
True. I have 2 things I can throw at people now.
When the queen tells you the Quarren King now tells you the full story that wasn't known to you. He was a Jedi, but he was also a prince of the Quarren people. During one of the first ancient wars, he came back to aid his people, disobeying the Jedi and coming to help his people during the war. He came back because our people were about to be wiped out by the Mon Calas, who at the time were very much more technologically advanced than us.
I've heard the tales.
When he arrived, he first turned a battle against the Mon Calas by single-handedly slaying an entire army on his own.
Relatable.
He turned the battle all in his favor for many years. But it was during the final battle that we were forced to retreat due to the Mon Cala's new weapon, a bomb. They had to divert all the forces into stopping that bomb, and he single-handedly stood in the ancient battlegrounds and fought until the last Mon Cala fell. But in turn, his body exhausted, his spirit wasted. He fell.
Well, I certainly do not wish to fight any more great wars here. But if the need comes for me to help continue to establish peace, you can call on
By the
me.
way, I want you to see Force real quick, by the way.
Okay. See Force. There's the Ceph rolls we're talking about. Oh, 13 actually.
Yeah. Actually, it wouldn't take that much sense for you to feel a connection to this lightsaber. Because
I am the prince who was promised.
what?
Nothing. I'm the chosen one, Mario.
She also finishes off saying, he never took a bride, but it is said that there was a village he spent a lot of time in, and there was someone he was close with.
Oh, well, I mean, that sort of makes sense from what Ceph has told me here about these Jedi. They have commitment issues.
Do you happen to know what village it was?
No, we do not know. But we've always, many historians search for any traces of what village it may have been. But some even don't even believe that this warrior ever truly existed, and may have been propaganda just to raise the morale of the Quarren people.
Perhaps, certainly, some Quarren who could change the tide of a battle by himself would be remarkable. I will
And,
do my
I mean,
best to stand in his
This
legendary
lightsaber that
footsteps.
you've assembled right here, you said belonged to him?
That is what the tale says.
Yeah, so I mean, I suppose that's something for the argument against him being a myth. Obviously, he did exist.
Ceph's sitting here just fighting his feelings. He's got some of them. He's not supposed to. He's not supposed
Oh
to
my
show 'em. He's
god.
fighting the feelings.
I didn't even realize what I was doing.
I walk
The
up.
audience is now.
I know. I
People
walk
are
out
now
the door.
calling it.
I call up Walker. Guess what? It turns out I'm not Jazzy Jeff. I'm the Fresh Prince of Mon Cala.
Well, there's no way to prove your lineage, but it's a strong possibility that you realize.
I wouldn't have even said that. I would have ended the episode right there. With Ceph saying that.
But I will say, before you guys start taking off and heading back to your ship, they hand you a case full of experimental weapons parts and all that, and saying, "Your friend, we wanted to thank him as well,
He will appreciate
yeah,
this.
as he gave us much support and much needed aid, even in his own ways. So, can you give this to him?"
Can do.
Oh, yes, we will totally make sure he gets these without trying them all out first.
All right. So he hands them to you. Actually, who does he hand it to? If he hands them to Callie, she might try to sell it. If he hands them to Sylvn, he might test them out. If he hands them to Ceph, he might lose them.
Yep. Which is
I
the
don't know,
lesser
this
of
sounds
the
like a
three
you
evils.
decision.
I don't think Callie would sell them.
Probably not in the mood she's in right now.
Yeah.
You know what? He'll hand them to Sylvn. As I'm sure you're still admiring your new lightsaber.
Still Rick. Yeah, I'm still. Ooh. It's fancy.
So, as you guys take off. No, Jedi don't possess weapons and stuff like the Sith do.
Yeah, usually not.
But anyway, you guys head off. Everyone says their goodbyes. The Queen and King have a final goodbye with Callie Mary. And wish you to be safe. And to call often. They worry. Oh, and your mom backs you a lunch.
Oh, that's sweet.
Nice.
It's seaweed salad.
My
I was going to
favorite.
say snails with the shells cut off.
No, it's clams. It's clams without the shells.
Clam salad.
And you guys head off. Back towards your ship. Back on your adventure.
Well, everyone, I suppose let's get out of here.
People are saying, "Give the sword back! Give the sword back! Give the sword back!" Is she just hiding that on her, by the way?
I guess. And when she wants it. Just
LMAO,
leave with it.
she straight stole an ancient sword from Ceph's ancestors.
Yeah.
I mean, well, I guess she did kind of steal it, but it was already stolen. And
The series isn't over, guys. The series isn't over. There's still stuff to do.
Still have Orlando.
Yes, there's still a threat in the galaxy for them to take care of. And as they say, one chapter ends, another can begin. So don't think Wars DnD is over just yet, guys. Don't think it's over just yet.
All right, since we're addressing the audience, is today's session over, though?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright. Beautiful.
Nice.
I think that was the most
Yeah,
fun
and
I
I
had
will
on
say-
this in a long time. This was a good episode. Real good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to play the Fresh Prince theme song as we outroed that.
Oh, nice.
Oh, is that gonna get us copyrighted?
Oh, maybe. Sorry, it's just the instrumental and it was real quiet. We might be fine. Or we'll cut it.
Yeah, it should be okay. Fingers crossed.
Yeah. Worth it, though. Worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Not DJ Jazzy Ceph. He's the Fresh Prince of Mon Cala. It's great. Fantastic. Even if it's just a background assumption. It's good stuff.
Yes, people are saying Orlando is still out there. There is that crazy, like, ghoul-looking thing that we fought that one episode
Yeah.
that we didn't see die.
Yeah, that's still a possibility as well.
And as far as I'm concerned, if you don't see the death actually happen, like in a TV show, the character's coming back.
Darth Maul as a good example.
Yeah. And Kayla still hasn't tamed the dragon.
Precise.
As a person for you to raid, we still have I think our friend Proxence is streaming Among
we'll
Us right now.
at the end.
Huh?
Yeah, we got plenty of people we can rate. We'll do it at the
That
end.
game's stupid anyway.
Yeah. So expect us
Just
to be
kidding.
playing some more of that soon on
Yeah.
on the streams in the future. On Tuesday, we will be streaming Awakening for Dice and Fire. So make sure to check that out, 10 p.m. EST. I know my stream schedule should be streaming again Wednesday and actually I might Wednesday and Friday at 6 p.m. Might take off Saturday because the week after that, I think I'm doing a subathon, guys.
Another one, huh?
Yeah.
Crazy.
I think I'm doing it on my birthday. So technically, Mario, hate to say it, we might be taking next week off of Star Wars DnD. Unless we want to do it during the subathon. I don't know. That might be weird, but...
Actually, you could. What we could do is, I was planning a certain one-shot we could do during that. As a special little gift.
Could be fun. So next week there will be a stream at this time, and there will be a one-shot during it, probably. And there will be something. There's gonna be all kinds of good games, so expect to see some stuff. And then Star Wars itself will be coming back the week after. So, good stuff. Really excited to see where this goes next, cause good fun. And yeah, lots for us to do. Anyone have anything they want to shout out or plug before we go? Oh yeah, XP. I think we're gonna level up again.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Take
yeah.
take another 200. Mev, you've earned yourself 2 force points for that one. For your actions.
For my actions.
That whole force grip thing. I thought that was just really cool.
And as far as plugging things, I've been kind of on the fence, but I think I'm gonna be streaming in like about an hour.
Yes. So we can all.
So if anybody wants to come watch an old man play an old game, you can come check me out on Twitch in about an hour. I think I'm gonna continue BioShock, which was one of my favorite video game series ever. And I started it like a month ago and haven't played it since. So I think we're gonna do that for a couple of hours tonight, in about an hour. So.
Oh, can I say one thing about me hitting level 11?
Yeah.
I get an additional attack.
Are you kidding me?
You know what? I should have expected this.
You need more.
So, that's that.
By the way, I will say this. After about a month of not being able to get everyone together to do it, we finally got a new Element Ruby episode out, and that came out today.
Oh,
so if
sweet.
you guys are free, please go check that out.
Yeah, check out Mario's channel to see some of that. And yeah, I suppose we're gonna get on out of here. You guys in the chat have been fantastic as always. Excited to see what comes next. And yeah, I'm gonna find someone to raid, but we're gonna leave you guys here. So have a wonderful day. Stay safe. And yeah, we'll see you all next time. Well, soon for Awakening.
Bye.
See ya, folks.